We're live, I think. We're live, right? 1, 2, 1, 2. Black hot fire, baby. Let's do this. Let's sound ever all the time. I think we're live. I think we're live, baby. Woo! 1, 2, 1, 2. Radio check. Sound check. Sound check, sound check. Sound check, y'all. That's it, yeah, right? I wanna say yeah. In the building. In a minute. We wanna say yeah. Woo! Excuse me, miss. Don't your name, but excuse me, miss. Everybody get up in here for a second. We take it nice and slow. In a minute, I've been on TikTok at least 2 weeks. Yeah, maybe 3 weeks. Woo! Everybody get up in this joint, then we get this party started. Shots will be fired tonight, family. Shots will be fired tonight. Shots will be fired tonight. That's going on this fake Democratic Party. Kind of now completely undemocratic. So everybody get on up in here. We're on the radio station. We're also live on TV, y'all. We're live everywhere tonight. Come on and enjoy the ride. Get everything started. It's cheap my damn voice. My background. We got a 15-minute ride on our music, y'all. Everybody get on up and on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter/X, Rumble. Yeah, we now live on BitChute. Live on every streaming platform, Roku TV, Android TV, Apple TV. What's the other one? Amazon TV. Live everywhere. Had to drink this tea with my voice, y'all. guys know, you guys know my voice has been jacked up, so I'm trying to work my voice back. Right? Hopefully it's audible. Hopefully my voice is audible. If you guys don't know, you should know by now, Robert F. Kennedy has endorsed Trump, one of the stalwarts of the Democratic Party. You know, family legacy of the Democratic Party now endorsed the Republican. Now that's a really big political shift. That's what we're going to talk about. That's a big political, cultural shift. Woo! I like to go to my dreams out there. Wow, that honey is amazing. You made them change, bro. I'll get to that. The Democratic Party went so far right wing. You're having a political shift happen. The Democratic Party is so corrupt, so fucking. Both parties are really corrupt. They're owned by the same people, but the establishment Republicans don't like me the best. Let me. Everybody ride on it and start this program. Now, answer your question, Beth. You might be fit on the other YouTube channel, Beth. You might want to go on the Black Eye Fire Network channel. Love y'all. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love y'all. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing, no such thing. Heart beating fast, let nigga know that he alive. Take niggas stand, snakes in the grass, let a nigga know that he alive. Don't be sleeping on your phone. We're gonna get this party started in a minute. Be patient. Don't have a short attention span. Everybody get on up in here. We're on a bunch of different platforms. So everybody get on up in here. Cause I ain't been on here, what, 3 weeks, 2 weeks? My damn voice. Yeah. My voice has been damaged. So, I sound a little better now. Woo! This ain't no life better than yours, man. That's why we talking about that roller coaster ride, right? Up, down, in, out, around. We back up on the ride again. This ain't no life better than yours. Just seems that way, right? There's no such thing. Just seems that way. Ain't no life better than yours. Woo! I'm not sure what's about to happen next. I have some straight from the Lord, but I've been strong so far, but I can feel my grip loosening. What's going on, Hank? How you doing, bro? Let me know if you get my sound right over there on YouTube. If we get this thing started, know my sound is. If it's audible or not. Everything alright, man? Everything good? Everything's good with you, man. It's been a few weeks. My voice has been jacked up, guys. So, my voice feel better today. So we're gonna go in on Kamala Harris's whole big ass Democratic Party we're dealing with. Woo! You alright? Just for 1 second. Pause that. Get some sound right here real quick. A little bit of sound. That's what I got. Okay. We are.
Welcome everybody, welcome to the Black Hot Fire Network.
This is the Black Hot Fire Network. Black Hot Fire Network.
Black Hot Fire Network. Black Hot Fire Network. Black Hot Fire Network.
Media of the
Black Hot
21st
Fire
century.
Network,
Media
man.
of the 21st century.
Media of the 21st century.
Media of the 21st
They go to African staff right there.
Media of the 21st century.
As we dive into amazing conversation, get to discuss matters affecting African people, the African history, and the African identity.
Trying to bring up Pan-Africanism, Renaissance,
relationships, life, politics, and everything in between. And we get to host some of the most amazing shows talking about the creative industry in the country and outside, studio interviews and covering events in the ground, where we play the best top 10 countdown in the country, and where we say nothing but the truth.
Do remember you can join us, download our app which is on the Google Play Store, and also stream on www.blackhotfirenetwork.com. Or remember to follow us on our social media platforms and win yourself some cash prize as you tune into amazing conversation.
The media of the 21st century. This is where everything happens. Right here only on the Black Hot Fire Network.
Alright, family, alright. Booyah! Can you see me? Oh, my other camera, the wrong camera? Oh, shit. Hold on, y'all. God damn, I can't believe it. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. You know, always some technical difficulties. Shit's crazy. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. I got to go do something. My main camera that went down. Give me a minute, guys. Can he start the show off right? I wish some bullshit happening. God damn. Come on, man. Okay. Man. That's how life is. Sometimes shit don't work right. Sometimes shit don't work right at all. Scoot over just a little bit more. Hey. All right. Booyah. All right, y'all. Technical difficulties. It is what it is. Okay, here we go. My fault. 1, 2, 1, 2. So the music pops up. Okay. I want to say welcome back to everybody to the Black Hot Fire Network show. I'm your host, Mr. Black Hot Fire. Always on that ass. Now we're broadcasting live from the homeland of the United States of America all the way over to the mother continent of Africa, because we're truly one of the only international radio programs, and that's what's up. So I want to give a shout out to everybody watching on YouTube, everybody on Facebook again, everybody on Instagram, everybody on Twitter slash, what do we call this shit? It's Twitter slash X, everybody on Rumble, everybody on BitChute, everybody on TikTok, now everybody on the TV station, on your Android TV stations, on your Roku TV stations, on your Amazon TV station, on your Apple TV station, and on all streaming podcasting platforms globally, and on the blackest radio station on the planet, BlackHotFireNetwork.com. So strap on your head, get on the ride. If you know what time it is when you hear this, bring the alarm. School's back in, stupid. Woo! Here we go. Black, hot, fire. Now, if you want to call in, the number is 850-368-9102. That's 850-368-902. Don't be scared. We're going to bite you. You know, just don't be talking stupid up in here. You might get your feelings hurt. Black, hot, fire. Come on. Woo! Wait a little better. My voice is a little better, but it's been messed the last 2 weeks, guys. I tried my best. Now I can, at least I'm audible. All week I would do the show with a joke in my voice. You guys know my voice has been suspect. So on the weekend, I couldn't do no shows. My voice was just trash. I've been drinking this tea and honey like it's going out of style. Woo! Black, hot, fire. Come on. Woo! Black, hot, fire. Come on. Sorry like that, might lose my voice again, huh? Start like that, might lose my voice again, fucking around. Might lose my voice again. So, how's everybody doing? I know we short staffed because you know, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I did a show. So, shout out to everybody. And this show just apropos, it's right on time. So I want to start talking about the Democratic National Convention that we just had, and the Democratic Party, how it is completely undemocratic now. You know, how it masquerades as some kind of Democratic Party. Because if you guys didn't know, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. was trying to put us up on the ballot on all 50 states. But the Democrats had stopped him from doing that as they anointed their fake candidate, Kamala Harris. We will go through all the things, you know, I told you, black people, there's no advantage for us being a Democrat or Republican. We should be independent and make people vie for our votes. What are you bringing to the table? What are you giving us? What's in our benefit for voting for you, one way or the other? You know, the time for us being stupid has got to come to an end. And so, this has been a silent coup, guys. I told you, Kamala Harris 4 years ago did not win any states whatsoever, not one vote during the primaries. Didn't win any primary votes, and now she's being hyped up only by what? Their mainstream media. And nobody, this is the most hated vice president in history. Now all of a sudden these fake polls say she's all the way up here. No, she's not. The powers that be want to put this woman in office. And so you see, they did not let her go to the primary and have other candidates debate against her and go against her policies. What are her policies? She's mentioned no policy points whatsoever. Kamala Harris refuses to do an interview. I know they're not going to be strict and think they're going to go through the whole rest of these 4 months and not give any kind of debate. It's going to just not, it's going to refuse to do a debate altogether, right? What's this here? The same guy, what's this? They're just going to refuse to do a debate altogether. Because they've always ignored her because this process was undemocratic. What policies are we talking about that the Democrats now support? Because they're completely right-wing, they're completely bought out since Clinton. Now we know 60 years they've done nothing for black people at all. It's been the same hurry up and wait, vote or die, or what other kind of nonsense they give black people. Without bringing anything definitive to us whatsoever. The same smack in the face every 4 years or every 2 years. How they got to win the White House or get Congress, and when they get it, they do nothing for us. Nothing. So, this has been a silent coup. They tried to tell us for months that Joe Biden didn't have cognitive density. His cognitive ability was sharp. And we knew back in 2020 that was a lie. But of course, the mainstream media covered that up. Joe Biden didn't know where he was coming or going. He run around the world literally shitting on himself, talking crazy babble. War after war after war. We don't want to go through no more damn wars. American people don't want any war. We don't want to be in Ukraine. All this manufactured war after war after war after war for the industrial military complex. The war in Gaza. We don't support that war in Gaza. We don't support genocide. The American people don't support genocide. So how's the office of the Democratic Party now become the party of war? War all the time. They can't fix our damn infrastructure. They can't give us decent housing anymore. Make housing affordable. They can't do that. No, Lord forbid they do that. We don't get decent housing anymore. Houses out of control, can't nobody afford, hell, let alone to buy, to rent. Right? Let alone to rent. We can't afford to rent anywhere no more in this country. Not buy. Buying is a pipe dream. You don't make enough money now to even save to buy a home. You got 3 or 4 people living in one damn apartment, 2-bedroom apartment, trying to save up maybe to try to buy something later on. But that's gone because the inflation rate is out of control. You got Kamala Harris, she's going to bring down the inflation rate. You've been there 4 years, Kamala. What have you done? The legal border, the legal... Family. We beat this thing with a dead horse. People on this, we beat this topic to death, right? About the legal immigration that the Democratic Party has brought in here. They brought them in here because because we know the legal agents are getting money. Who's funding it? It's coming out of our tax dollars. By the millions. Millions of illegal aliens in here. They want to gaslight us. Coming to our communities. They're the ones getting all the goddamn, these people getting food stamp cards, the EBT cards, worth thousands of dollars every damn month. Getting $5,000 or $6,000 a month. Don't you telling me to vote for that? They want to gaslight you with that. These are your policies? And I got no love for any Republicans. But Trump is saying he's going to stop the wars. He's going to invest back into the country. Can you believe this? He said he's going to invest back into the country. Name me anything the Democratic Party's done. They've had power 12 years out of the last 16. What have they done? And I'm going to tell you that last election, you guys know I'm no Trump lover. I'm no Republican lover. But I can see common sense that last election was stolen. Joe Biden didn't even goddamn campaign 4 years ago because he couldn't even put a complete sentence together. But through their fake media, the Mockingbird media, they'll tell you, oh, this geriatric individual got the most votes in history. And you believe that? Are you absolutely insane? You out of your mind? Are you crazy? Are we that stupid as American people now? That this individual that couldn't put a complete sentence together got the most votes, he got more votes than Obama? Even Obama was shiesty, but people loved him because everybody was fooled by Obama. 16 years ago, back in 2007, 2008. We were fooled by Obama that I wasn't. Not everybody voted because we don't know damn Obama. But people got mad at me because this is a historic. They run the same old shit with Kamala. This is historic. Same thing gave you with Obama. What did Obama do? 8 years shit on black people. What did he do? Shit on us. Talk crazy. Talk down to black people. Condescending. Wickedly evil. You know, but that's what we heard. You know, Obama this, Obama that. And so they're trying to repackage Kamala Harris with the same nonsense. But she's vapid and empty. She's an empty vessel, an empty suit. So she's a willing puppet. At least Obama could give a decent speech. You hear Kamala talk, it's nothing but word salad and nonsense. You don't know what the hell she's saying. It's word salad. Because those words come out of her mouth when not even on, so she can't even formulate what she's trying to say. She's all over the place. She can't even formulate coherent policy. She's not able to do that. Right? So it's absolutely crazy. And so you have a political shift happening. You know, the Democratic Party is pro-war, pro-censorship. You know, I've been getting censored on all these apps. TikTok, that's why I took a break off of TikTok. I get censored every time I go on in. You know, I do speak facts. I don't offend anybody. I don't curse anybody. I don't talk disparaging about anybody. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm not being hate mongering or, you know. I'm just coming speaking facts that, you know, every TikTok channel goes down. Because I said with the Democratic Party, they're pro-war. We don't want no more damn wars. And they're pro-censorship. This is the Democratic Party. Pro-censorship. Pro-big pharma. Right? Pro-abortion. Okay? They're doing abortion at any cost. You know what I'm talking about? Damn, why does my camera keep going up over there? Shit. Hold on, guys. Jesus Christ. That camera went up again. What is going on? Okay. You better say my damn camera went up again. It's crazy. Crazy. Damn. Somebody's fucking with my stream. Shit. Camera keep going off. See what happens. Damn. All of a sudden now my cameras want to stay off. It's crazy. Alright guys, sorry about that. Damn camera keeps going off. It's fucking crazy. Jacking with my stream, Jack. Messing with my stream. Alright, it's back up. You know, anti-worker, anti-labor. What does the Democratic Party support labor? This was the Democratic, you have a complete political shift, family, happening. It is absolutely bizarre that the Republicans are screaming about labor rights and anti-war and stopping censorship. This is the Republican Party. anti-big business. I never thought I would see that in my life. So me being independent, I ain't to say I'm digging what Trump is saying. Every talking bringing that money back into American investing back into the American system. Because all our money's been drained by war after war after war, funding these scams, these fake ass wars that goes to the industrial complex. That's why we got war after war. We've been warring for 30 years now. And I was in the Marine Corps. We've been warring for 30 years and ain't got shit to show for it. All this fake ass terrorism we've been dealing with. War after war after war after war. Bankrupting our ass with these fake ass wars. So a certain group of individuals who owns the military industrial complex can launder money. There's always the next boogeyman. And they own all the media, so it's always the next war. Look, everybody's a threat, everybody's a danger. Well, goddamn, the roads in America are dangerous. Can't drive on them because you spent no money on the infrastructure. You spent no money on manufacturing any damn thing, and we don't make shit. And what we do make is garbage. They purposely sent all the shit to China and then run around and tell you China is a damn threat. China's bad. China's bad now, right? That's what they told us. They're the ones built China into a power over there. Not us. Now China's some kind of power. You know, but no reinvestment back into the country. And the American people finally saying they're tired of it. Finally. I said, hey, this thing doesn't benefit us. Supposed to be scared of everything. I got too many things. Exactly. The speed is acting crazy over there. That's so perfect. You know. So. Give me a second. It's crazy. I got a real difficult. Oh, this speaker right here. Crazy shit popping and shit. Yeah, let me know my audio's halfway decent. I got a speaker that's acting crazy over there. You know. But they want to tell you every year there's a new boogeyman, terrorism, and we know damn well it's them funding these terrorists. Every year it's a new boogeyman. Be scared of her. Now we gotta go bomb Iran and all this other shit. Now Iran's the enemy. They've been wanting to bomb Iran forever. If you heard, General Wesley Clark told you. Damn. So I can turn that one down. Yeah, okay. Turn that one down over there. It's popping and shit. I'll fix that later. So General Wesley Clark told us 20 years ago that he was going to the Pentagon, and one of his former subordinates showed him that America was going to go to these countries and destabilize them or overthrow them. Libya, Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, Iran. So that's when we got all these wars after wars after wars. And all this does is funnel our money up to the top. Taking money from the poorest and giving it up to the top because they use all these fake wars. It's money laundering. It's constant money laundering that we're dealing with here. And so now all the money's been sucked out of the system, and the American people are now broke. The country's on the verge of bankruptcy. Okay? Country's on the verge of bankruptcy. Can't nobody afford anything because inflation rates are high, because all the money's been sucked out to fund all these fake wars we've been going through. And both political parties have backed all these wars because they're nothing more than puppets. They don't work for the American people no more. If you haven't understood that by now, these congressmen and women do not work for us. They're already captured by the corporations. So whenever they need to be pushed through, that's what happens. So the American people haven't got any real legislation benefiting them for at least 30 to 40 years now. So do we hear any Kamala Harris policies? No. Feel good. He said we're going to feel good and bring joy back. While the Democratic Party was the one sponsoring these lockdowns. Want to tell you to put this goddamn shit in your body without your damn permission. You don't got the right to put nothing in my damn body. Not no vaccine, no nothing. That's my right to turn shit down. So they said you got a right to abortion. It's your body, it's your body. But when I say I don't want a goddamn experimental drug in my body, then no. We can't allow you to now speak for yourself. We can't allow that. So the Democratic Party now become totalitarian and completely bought and paid for by big corporations. That's what we're dealing with. So that's why Kamala Harris didn't mention any policies. Walking around, look, this is an empty suit. What policies is she going to bring to the American people to benefit our lives? I'm still waiting for a goddamn policy and nothing. Oh, it's historic. She's the first Indian woman. So what? Give a damn about you being the first Indian woman to be a president, and your policies do not benefit me and mine? You give a damn about you being the first. It's always this damn virtual signaling and it's identity politics that means absolutely nothing. Why should I care you're the first Indian president? That's what you are. And he's Indian, so why should I give a damn? What does that mean to me? How does that benefit my family? For 30 years of all my money being funneled to the top. They the ones signed that bill last year, allowed more agents, IRS agents, to now focus on the middle class and the poor. See, that's when you know you got a crumbling empire. They're trying to squeeze every little bit of dollars out of you. Now, she signed that bill. Push that shit through. She had a problem with that. It was like 83,000 more IRS agents. Man, because the damn sure ain't gonna go after the rich. They put there to go after me and you for little things. They put there to go after me and you for little things, little to nothing. And so, I told you a long time ago the Democratic Party had been left me. They left me before Obama. I knew Obama was an empty suit, trying to rehash Obama and Michelle Obama. They're already mud. Their names are already dirt in the black community. You can't recycle some shit that never worked. Trying to keep bringing out Barack Obama for what? Black America can't stand his ass. Why you can try to bring his ass back out and recycle Barack Obama to us? This empty suit bastard. You're trying to recycle this idiot, this evil bastard to us. Makes no sense, please. So, here's what I was saying. They said the lockdowns. These people tell you it's good. They want to make it legal to have an abortion when the baby's already been out the womb. This shit has become completely evil. Now I got no problem to a woman's right to choose I don't think an abortion is a choice, but I believe it should be safe, effective, and rare. It should be safe, effective, and rare. I have no problem with that. But they keep pushing this down black people, so that's not shit to do with us. Because with them, they're trying to push this fake population control, keep trying to tell you that the world is overpopulated when it is not. That's why all these fake bastards keep talking about overpopulation. The world is not overpopulated, guys. They only mean it so it's their scare tactic because they want to steal all the resources and have them benefit them. The world is not overpopulated. And this global warming scam. It's a scam, guys. They own all the media. There's no fucking global warming. It's a damn lie. It's a scam. It's a lie when they first told it. I'm gonna share this thing with this guy talking about the global warming real quick. Let me share this real quick. Well, let me share this with you guys. Give me a second.
I was a really big fan of that Maya or whatever the fuck.
Damn. Give me a second. See if I can find this video, guys. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me share my screen real quick. Okay. Let me stop that. Turn this on up. Now here's the scientists. Now they own all the science. They be talking about this fake global warming shit. And they trying to get a consensus and say their scientists agree with it. They don't. It's a lie. It's a scam. And what I say is it's global warming because the population is too high. There is no overpopulation on the planet. I've been almost I have been to every continent on the planet and every inch of the United States. There is no overpopulation on this planet at all. The world has been ruled by psychopaths. That's what we got.
Well, the idea that we are not limited and bounded by availability of, let's say, gasoline, petroleum, or coal. Coal now they won't allow us to use, right? As you know, in COP meeting in Dubai that just ended a day ago, they just physically declared themselves that we should stop using fossil fuel. Basically, petroleum, natural gas, and
trying to destroy the planet.
I mean, these people are insane now, they're really insane. I think they're going to harm more people with their own delusion. Plus, I always remember, these are people who actually don't represent the majority. Since when had this put up to
Exactly.
It's always about this minority, the tyranny of the few, always robbing the whole census, the good census of the good people. This is part of the reason why, as a side.
These are the people that got all the money. They own all the media. They've been pushing this lie forever, this global warming scam. The science is fraudulent, as this scientist is telling you. And his studies are peer-reviewed. But when you talk about it, they take you down on their fake social media platforms. That's why I told you we had to own our own. So make sure you go to blackoutfirenetwork.com. Make sure you sub to the damn website. If you're on the Roku streaming channel, any of these streaming platforms, just go to your streaming apps, download Blackout Fire Network, and you'll see us. We had to make sure we own and control our own. This damn YouTube, Facebook, all that shit. It's complete censorship because they want to push a non-human agenda.
Yes, I also speak out. Not afraid of anything except for just telling the truth. And I'm glad to have this opportunity to say such thing in your show.
So, I mean, if we haven't been told the truth about where hydrocarbons come from, right, and we haven't, I mean, I've never met a single person in my life who said, wait a second, they're not all fossil fuels, then we keep hearing there's a scientific consensus on climate change. Every scientist believes the same thing about it, believes Al Gore and John Kerry. Maybe that's not true either.
Oh, that I can tell you, please. Thank you for asking that question, Tucker. I've been working on this subject of CO2 causing climate change, or what other factors we can ask that cause climate to change.
And remember, they got weather manipulating technology. They've been had it. They haven't told the public that they can manipulate the weather. They can. Also, that they have lasers that they've been shooting, heated direct weapons. You know, that you both sound crazy when you tell, because most of the random public knows anything about it. That they have direct energy weapons. That technology exists, it's been existing for a while. They can make it rain, they can make it drought.
Close to, as long as since my postdoctoral year 1991, right? So it's about 31 years, 32 years. And on this question, I think we have a very definitive answer. What we know now is CO2 ain't gonna cost nothing. It's not gonna
cost nothing. CO2 is the building block of life, guys. Carbon makes everything grow better. They tell you to get rid of carbon, must get zero. These people out their fucking minds. You got Bill Gates out there talking about cutting down all the trees. Are you crazy? You destroy the oxygen supply on the planet. So these people are psychopaths. It has nothing to do with any of the science. The science that they talk about supports their hypotheses are the people that they've already bought and paid for. Real science has already proven that this damn global warming shit is a hoax. It's a lie.
change much of the climatic system, which means it won't change the speed of the hurricane, it won't change how fast or how frequent tornado form, it won't even actually make any difference to the polar bear population. It's all conservation issue, right, on polar bear. It won't even cause how much fish you don't catch, you know. It won't even cause what they call ocean acidic. It won't even cause this problem that they claim. It's all artificial. Everything they do is all dream from their model and the tyranny of the few again. That those few people just dream up this scary story that it just ain't true. And then when you come down to the most responsible group for this kind of bad stuff, I was reminded by my colleague Dr. Ronan Connolly and Michael Connolly, my two co-workers with me on my group, is to say that since I worked so carefully and I have about more than 100 scientists the last 3 years alone working with me, so I don't speak on behalf of them, I speak on behalf of myself. My view is that the UNIPCC, United Nations Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, is one of the primary problems, which means they have been.
It's a primary problem because the UN was created by these bankers, guys, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, why it sits on Rockefeller land. They create the fake ass UN. The UN has never stopped any situation on the planet or been a benefit to anybody on the planet. Because it was there to cause the Hegelian dialectic, problem, reaction, solution. It's literally worthless. That's why you find the UN in Africa stealing and raping all the damn time. Show me one area where the UN has done anything that's been a beneficial outcome anywhere on the planet, because it was never designed. It was to create this new one world government that they're trying to create. These psychopaths. That's why censorship is out of control. That's why I would never support the Democratic Party again in my life. Big tech is want to censor everybody, not supposed to talk, not supposed to say what's real. everything you say now is all of a sudden a conspiracy theory. You can prove it. And so they just take you down. Now, I think big tech now should be part of the commons, because it seems it's now been created as the central place where everybody comes and exchange ideals and information. So it should now become part of the commons and taken out of big tech hands. Because you can't have a democracy, guys, when you have open censorship like this. Our censorship has now become absolutely crazy. You can't live in any kind of republic, democracy. We were supposed to live in a republic. We ain't in a democracy. They keep saying democracy. You can't have a functional democracy nor a functional republic when you everything is being censored, because you don't have the free flow of ideals happening anymore. And so you have to just be big propaganda. And who signed that propaganda bill? Wicked ass Obama back in 2015 said it was now legal to openly propagandize to the American people. And how's that supposed to benefit us? When you don't know what the truth is anymore? Explain to me how open propaganda to the American people beneficial to us. But Obama signed that bill into law because they're trying, told you, working to this one world government, get you with this fake ass climate change shit, it's fake, and tell you the world is overpopulated when it is not. The world is not overpopulated. They want to have everybody eat that fucking fake ass food, them GMO seeds that causes cancer. GMO. Why can't we have real food? And I'm sure what Bobby Kennedy said, Bobby Kennedy Jr. talking about that right now. Why is all our food poisonous now in America? Everybody's fat as hell. Everybody's, because all our foods have poisons in them. And all our food is not food. There's no mineral value in it. That's why I partner with that supplemental company. And you guys said bring out these supplements. It's gonna take me about another month. I got about 80 supplements that I've chosen because we are mineral deficient. You guys asked me, it took me a year to put it all together to find the right company to partner with, so you guys can help me facilitate the channel by not just asking for donations, but to give you equal value, right? To give you equal value. So I put the supplement things together and go find which one is decent, ashwagandha, this, that. So, you know, that's beneficial to us. Because the reason why we die so early, because we're mineral deficient. Being mineral deficient causes disease, guys. There is no nutritional value in any GMOs at all. It's Franken food. So now we're being sold Franken food, and now by a certain time accumulative, we have all kind of diseases in our bodies because we're mineral deficient for eating this shit for 10, 20, 30 years of garbage. Why can't we just have a regular seed and plant it? Why must we have a seed by Monsanto? Why is that? Make it make sense. Why can't we have regular food anymore? Why is that? Move for what? Go again.
Misleading people and using authority of science, which is not true.
Science.
Right? It's all governmental hackers.
Censorship. What did I say?
People like
Censorship.
who I guess can
What did I say? What did I say should be censored? Again.
Greenhouse effect.
That we should have real food.
Right? And then he
What should I say should be? That's what I'm talking about. That's why you can't have any Democratic Party.
Terrible.
Well, you can't vote for the Democrats. I got censored for saying we should have real damn food. What? Me saying we should have real food has got me censored. That's why you can't vote for none of this shit. Because you don't live in a democracy anymore. Because they want to keep telling you lies, feeding you lies over and over again. What did I say that was not true? That we should not have real food to eat? Why would I be censored for saying that? Because they don't want you to have real food. That's why I told you the censorship is out of control. It's crazy. I can't come on this shit on TikTok at all. 15 minutes I'm live and I'm censored. Make it make sense. That's why I told you we had to own. I had to own my own shit. Who have I offended? No one. Who was I being offensive to? Who have I attacked? Nobody. All I said, we got to be able to eat real food. And my whole channel, this other account went down. We're saying we need to have access to real, clean food and seeds. You can't make this shit up. What community got? How's this misinformation? That we got Franklin food? That's a fact. So I'm gonna let Robert F. Kennedy say this. How's this goddamn misinformation what I'm saying? That GMOs have no nutritional value. That's been already proven. That's science. What are you talking about? Because they want to keep pushing their lies. They're talking about. I'm going to kill it. Let me submit it. If I come on here, you community guidelines. About what? By doing what? Every damn time.
That really embarrassing to America. He did that in Bali and Indonesia several years back.
That's why I told you cannot go for the Democrat. Big Tech was created by the CIA guys. They want complete censorship because they want to support these wars all the time. Okay? They want everybody not to know what's actually going on the planet anymore. God censored. I was just talking about damn fruits and vegetables. Can I get real fruit? Can I get real vegetables? And I got censored for saying that. You can't make this up. That's why you can't vote Democratic at all. Ever again. They support this censorship. They've been stealing elections. They've been lying and cheating. The war in Ukraine is a damn lie. They overthrew the government. Not Putin just going into Ukraine. Putin's been talking about let's have a peace deal. They've said no to Putin. These are facts. There was a Minsk Accord that Putin tried to have peace. They told him no. Don't tell me this is guideline strike. This is misinformation, but it's a known fact. That's a known fact. Don't tell me that's misinformation. That the Minsk Accord is not real. Because they don't go with their big ass narrative to keep stealing money from the American people.
That is just so embarrassing.
Do you think he can explain how it works?
I think so. Even Al Gore, who claimed to know something about science, I challenged Al Gore. I did some of that in his face actually. I was lucky enough to be in one of those Wall Street Journal Eco conference, and I was giving, setting up with all the UC Santa Barbara students. Please make sure when the question comes up, give me the mic. Well, I was making friends with them the night before. I got a mic and asked about Al Gore because one of the primary sad things that they refuse to recognize, that I know you know that in even grade school sciences, CO2 is a gas of life. When you have more CO2, the plant kingdom, the whole ecology, even the oceans, gonna have more.
They have more life, but you have more CO2, right? More carbon in the atmosphere. You get more of everything, not less. They've been trying to lie that carbon is bad. It's not. As a scientist, this is a scientist, not disinformation or misinformation. You get more carbon, you have everything grow bigger. Everything, it gives you an abundance of life. Carbon is the building blocks of life. Nothing bad about that. It's the building blocks of life. Stay here, man. Hold on, give me a second. Stay going, man. You guys want more? Yes, you join if you want to. All right, so about the so let me go over that right there real quick. Let me go over that. I'm trying to find the other thing I'm looking for. Give me a second, guys. Just had it on here. Give me a second. Oh my. What the fuck is all that noise, man? Oh, somebody just do it. I'm about to get rid of you, man. I'm about to get rid of you. What are you doing? Found somebody on TikTok. There's always some bullshit. All right, so I'm gonna share this video right here, but with Robert F. Kennedy Jr. explaining why he's now backing Trump and saying that the Democratic Party has become awfully dangerous. Now, this is one of the legacy families of the Democratic Party. That the Democratic Party has gone so far to make sure he couldn't even. How did I get rid of this damn person right here? This shit's crazy. How did I get rid of this moron? Let me see. Hold on a second, get rid of this dude. Oh, let me see if I can get rid of this moron here. Never should not get rid of these people. That's my fault, guys. I shouldn't have. I had this individual on here. But anyway, let me go and play this. Let me share this, guys. But before I share it, let me say something. The idea that the Democratic Party is going so far off the rails that one of the legacy families has left it. I mean, this is a complete realigning of the political system. The Democrats did everything they could to keep them off the damn ballots in all 50 states, which was illegal. Everything they do now is undemocratic. They don't believe in any democracy. Like I said, Kamala Harris, I think, is the only person in history to parachute into the candidacy of any major party, right? Of any major party. Turn around on Instagram too. This is crazy. Sorry. Let me tell you, that's really crazy. Where's my thing at? Yeah, I can sense it everywhere. It's absolutely crazy. So let me start over again. Come on. Okay, still on that 6. Anyway, so So you get a candidate that hasn't won any primary vote whatsoever. Not one. Kamala Harris has got not one vote by the people, and now she's the damn front runner. She's already been anointed as the Democratic candidate to run in the election. She's given no interviews. We don't know any of her policies. We don't know a damn thing about this woman. Nothing. 4 years of doing nothing as supposedly the border czar. So she ran through no primary. So this is a silent coup, guys. She's faced no other candidate, and so you mean that the Democrats have not been given any kind of a choice. It's just, oh, we're going to support her, and that's all it is. You haven't been given a choice of a candidate. They just parachute her ass in and say she's the one without getting a single vote. She hasn't gotten a single vote. Not one. But I'm gonna let this video play, guys.
Will you please say a few words? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, President Trump.
You got a Republican people cheering for a Democrat is absolutely, I've never seen this.
After the assassination attempt at Butler, I got a call from a safe food advocate named Kelly Beans.
So this is talking about our food right here, right?
Years,
How do you get rid of these people on this damn
and the
right
corruption at CDC and FDA and USDA. And these institutions, these regulatory agencies are actually run by the big food processing companies, the big ag and the chemical companies. Now they're supposed to regulate. And he said to me that he'd been advising me for many years on my campaign. And he told me that night that he was also advising President Trump. And he asked if I would talk to President Trump. I said, of course. And about a few minutes later, I got a call from the president. And we talked, we had a very good talk. And then he invited me to come see him the next day. And I went to Minneapolis and saw him. We met again a couple of weeks later in Florida. And we talked about, not about the things that separate us, because we don't agree on everything, but on the values and the issues that bind us together. And one of the issues that he talked about was having safe food and ending the chronic disease epidemic.
Now safe food, that's what I'm talking about on this TikTok thing, and they took it down. See, the chronic epidemic is because our food is poison, guys. It's the facts. And since they own all, it's all collusionary now. Everything's collusion. You have a group of people that own everything now. Your big banks, your big media, your big tech. You think there's different people. Nah, it's one big fucking cabal. And so our regulatory agencies have been taken over. They do not represent us. And what Bobby Kennedy saying is right, we've been inundated with poisons in our food. That's a fact. That's not misinformation. No matter what the hell TikTok is saying. That's a fact. That's why some of our food is not even allowed in Europe. It's illegal to take American food to Europe because it's poisonous. That's a fact. Where's the misinformation at?
Children are now the unhealthiest, sickest children in the world.
That's a fact.
Don't you want healthy children? And don't you want the chemicals out of our food? And don't you want the regular...
No, it's misinformation. It's a conspiracy theory that chemicals are in our food. According to TikTok, it's a conspiracy. It's misinformation. They say that you got goddamn chemicals in our food.
agencies to be free from corporate corruption. And that's what President Trump told me that he wanted. He also told me that he wanted to end the grip of the neocons on U.S. foreign policy.
So the neocons are the ones that always always run these wars. Always have these wars going on. It's the next war, we're on to the next war, the next war, and the next war, and the next war. Billions of dollars we've been spent in 30 years. Billions. $600, $700, $800 billion funding these fucking wars that has benefited no one in America. With the big guys of keeping us safe. Safe from what? Iraq was never attacking us. Libya was never attacking us. Syria was never attacking us. Somalia was never attacking us. Afghanistan was never attacking us. And Iran, what they want to bomb, wasn't attacking us. We're tired of all these wars. Ukraine. We don't want to go to war with no fucking Ukraine. We don't want to go to war with no damn Israel. We don't want none of these wars. We want that money to come back home to benefit the American people. Good schools, good roads, good jobs. That's what we want that money for. Good hospitalization, which we would have been had. But that money always goes to the elite that have control of these corporations that fund war. Oh, one more after the next war, because that money goes in their pocket. It's the next war, the next new boogeyman. It's always the next new boogeyman. War after war after war after war.
He said he didn't want any more $200 billion wars in Ukraine, that we could use that money back here in the United States.
No shit. I support that. That's why I'm an independent.
And the safest, the best way to build a safe America is to rebuild our industrial base and rebuild the middle class in this country.
I support that. Rebuild the industrial base in this
Don't
country.
you want a president who's going to get us out of the wars and who's going to rebuild the middle class in this country?
I'm saying this is misinformation.
And he told me that he wanted to end the censorship because the whole basis of it.
Censorship, that's what I'm talking about. See what I'm talking about? This shit here, censorship for saying the truth. All I said, I want clean food. And I got censored. The censorship, and it's the Democratic Party, we must stop everybody on social media, we must control that, we must stop people from talking. They must be able to only listen to our mainstream lying media. And they don't censor the mainstream lying ass media. Was it the mainstream media that told you there was weapons of mass destruction in Iraq? Afghanistan was a threat. Libya was a threat. This is the mainstream media. But they never shut down on any of these social media platforms all the lies they told it. All the lies they told us. Not at all. I speak the truth as misinformation because they're trying to set up an Orwellian state. And we're not going to allow them to set it up. Trying to get on the goddamn app. It's fucking taking me down. Shit's crazy. Censorship is out of control. Whole Facebook channel taken down. For what? Who have I attacked? Nobody. What hate speech have I done? None. I said I want real vegetables. I don't want to eat a fucked up ass GMO watermelon. I don't. How's that misinformation? Me saying I don't want to eat a GMO watermelon.
American democracy is the free flow of information. And We know that a government that can silence it.
And we know we've been censored. They completely shadow ban my channel, check on every channel, shadow ban it they have.
Opponents has license for any kind of atrocity. And can you think of any time that you can look back in history and say that the people who were censoring were the good guys? They're always the bad guys. Because it's always the first step down that slippery slope to totalitarianism. And don't you want a president who's going to protect America's freedoms?
Exactly right. I agree with you about the hats. I agree with you about the hats. That's what I'm saying. At least they're saying something. You can't tell me what Kamala Harris is talking about. She's not talking about Democratic. This used to be the Democratic Party right here, what he's saying. They don't say none of this. They're about war and more war and more war and doing nothing for anybody. They want to tell you about transgender this, pedophilia that. I don't give a shit about none of that.
And who is going to protect us against totalitarianism?
And at least he knows they're trying to set up a totalitarian state. It seems like the rubes on the right, the white people on the right seem to understand exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to walk us into a totalitarian state. That's why every time you turn around, everything is being censored. And you're giving non-stop propaganda. That's a fact. Non-stop propaganda you're giving. So at least they understand what's going on. Democratic parties can be completely switched around. You had a political shift here. We're not talking about the establishment Republicans. We're talking about the Trump Republicans who sometimes are racist. But if they want to bring them that money back home to us, I'm all for it. I don't give a damn about no woman being no Indian. Means shit to me. And she's always been anti-black. So don't tell me, oh, it's historic that she's the first East Indian. So what? I don't give a shit about none of that. She gonna end the wars? No, she's a puppet. She gonna stop any of these totalitarian measures they want to push through with Klaus Schwab and them at the WEF? No. The Democratic Party has been fully on board with all of it. The lockdowns, the fake-ass global warming, which I showed you, the scientists showed you, it's a lie. I've been knew it was made up. Knew who the hell they are. They've been pushing that shit in the depopulation program forever. The world is not overpopulated. That's not misinformation. It is not. There's no overpopulation here. But Kamala Harris and everybody on the Democratic Party wants to put that shit in, gave you lockdowns. And don't forget, it's the Democratic Party that locked everybody down and tried to force vaccines on you that you didn't want. If you wanted to take it, good for you. That's your choice. It's my choice to say no. That's my choice. You're supposed to be about freedom of choice. So tell me with that abortion shit. Freedom of choice. They don't believe in no goddamn freedom of choice. They try to set up a totalitarian thing and then try to shame you with that shit. Oh, how dare you! I'm getting tired of you not taking a shot. That's my goddamn right not to take that shit. That's my human right. If you want to tell me it's a human right to have an abortion, you have the human right to kill an innocent child, that's what you keep telling me. You got that right to kill a child. That's what you keep telling me. Okay, cool. Do you? I got the right to tell you what goes in and out of my goddamn body. My body is autonomous. It's an autonomous zone. I have the right to tell you I don't want your shit in my body. That's my right. And it was the Democratic Party that forced that shit. I don't give Trump even credit. He never forced it. He said, hey, it's not going to be mandatory, but he suggested that you take it. He said there's no mandatory thing for you to do it. You won't lose your job. The Democrats came in with that totalitarian shit. They know American people always forget, but I don't forget nothing. Then they got Biden, geriatric ass up in there. They said, we need to lock down the country, and if you don't take our experimental jab, we're going to start firing people. We're going to try to get the private businesses to go along with it too. I'll just walk away from the job then. That's what it is. You're not going to tell me ever what goes in my goddamn body. That's my choice, not yours, ever. Try to shame me with your fake propaganda. Hey, just come and get it. We'll give you a hamburger. Come and get it. We'll give you some weed, nigga. Don't you niggas like weed? Come and get some weed. Take the shot. Take the jab. Don't you want a lottery ticket, niggas? All kind of crazy shit. Lottery tickets. You want some free pussy? Come get the jab. We'll give you that too. You know? When people say, no, I'm cool. I'm good. I'm getting really upset with you people not doing what you're told to do and taking it. Lies and propaganda. That's what we got. Lies and propaganda. And that was brought to you by the totalitarian Democratic Party. And sorry, most of you black people don't understand it. You are completely moronic. Because they scared you with Trump ass. Trump didn't do nothing else when he was in power 4 years ago. Not a damn thing did he do affect us. Democratic Party tell you he's going to be a dictator when they came in and pushed all these dictatorial, totalitarian laws. They did it. They did it. They locked down the country. They said people were fired from their work. They destroyed the economy. They once pushed all these goddamn wars. Now inflation is out of control because all your money's been devalued, because all your money's been doing a money laundering scam to all the industrial military complex. That's why you got inflation. The print of all this money going to Ukraine, going to Israel. That's why goddamn hamburgers $35 and all other kind of crazy. These were the Democrats' policies. They pushed it through. And then she's up there talking, doing her convinced, I feel your pain and joy. We're going to listen to Kamala Harris's speech, her acceptance speech of this silent coup, where she never ran against anybody. How's that democratic? Who she run against? Nobody. So she was going to be an installed president. Nobody. So she's going to be an installed puppet. Who she run against? Nobody. Never happened in history. She ran no primary because she couldn't win a primary. She couldn't win a primary. That's why she's there. She's their puppet. She couldn't win no primary. She didn't get one vote 4 years, not one damn primary vote. She was already out of it. So how the hell she's the Democratic Party, the Democratic nominee 4 years later with no votes 4 years ago? What's democratic about that? Help me out.
And I want to ask you again, don't you want a safe environment for your children? Don't you want to know that the food that you're feeding them is not filled with chemicals that are going to give them cancer and chronic disease?
Oh no, that's misinformation. That's misinformation, Bobby.
And don't you want a president that's going to make America healthy again? Thank you all very, very much, and God bless you, and God bless America.
Now let's be normal. Democratic talk was not. We're taking over when they got control under Clinton. Completely moved to the right. There really is no left wing. They go to the left wing. There's no left wing party in America. They're both right-wing parties. The Democratic Party is so right, further right than the Republican Party is now. They sponsor every war. Every war. Build nothing for regular people. Do nothing for regular people. Nothing, because they're already bought and paid for. Like I told you, I wrote down there, pro-war, pro-censorship, pro-big pharma, pro-abortion, undemocratic, anti-labor, force these lockdowns. I wrote all this shit down again. Don't forget about the lockdowns, how people lost their jobs, their incomes, and then they were giving us these fake $2,000 checks and these fake rent moratoriums. And when that collapsed, a year later, everybody's now being thrown out their house. You guys know that? Everybody now couldn't pay their bills because they didn't have any jobs. And they'd be thrown out of the house. And what did the Democratic Party do with those of their policies? They locked people down. When they came out of the moratorium, the rent moratorium, because nobody poured the rent and they didn't have any money to pay it because they didn't have any jobs. So remember, all around the country 2 years ago, everybody was now being evicted. You guys remember that? Did Kamala Harris talk about that? These are the Democratic parties. And everybody was being evicted 2 years ago. I'm sure you guys remember that. Sure that happened in my neighborhood. Evictions everywhere because they didn't have any money to pay their rent or pay their mortgage. Evictions all over the country because they were locked down and people weren't able to go to work. You guys remember that? So what did the Democratic Party do to alleviate their fucked up policies? Nothing. People were just evicted and left to their own devices, and the homeless population got higher. Homeless population got higher. People were left to their own devices. The Democratic Party didn't come and help. Let me go to Kamala Harris's damn acceptance speech. Let me get this. Give me a second, guys. Trying to find this damn speech. Here we go. So this is word salad she's talking about.
To succeed. And that in unity there is strength. Thus has to fail for all of us to succeed. And that in unity there thus has to fail for all of us to succeed.
trying to get the whole speech. Damn, hold on. I gotta go to YouTube and get it.
And that in unity there is strength. You know, our opponents in this race are out there every day denigrating America, talking about how terrible everything is.
Things are bad. Okay, we have to. What are the policies are you bringing forth that's going to help us? She didn't mention any policies. Nothing. At least this crazy Trump is talking about policies. And this one, because they have no policy, because the policy they've had for the last 16 years of them being in power has brought us to this point where can't nobody afford to live. Can't nobody afford groceries. Their policies and their constant war mongering has brought us to this point. Can't nobody afford no groceries. They got illegal aliens in here that the Democratic Party is openly give housing money, food money, and giving no one anything that's a citizen. These are their policies. What is she talking about? What policies have you implemented that benefit the American people? Especially black people specifically. Absolutely none.
Well, my mother had another lesson she used to teach. Never let anyone tell you who you are. You show them who you are.
What does it mean? What are we talking about?
America.
No convention was phony.
Show each other and the world who we are and what we stand for. Freedom, opportunity.
All these Democratic shields up there lying. What freedom? Well, we got censorship everywhere. What opportunities when all the money's going to fucking Ukrainian war and Israelis war? Huh? Billions of dollars every month going to fucking Ukraine and Israel. What opportunities are you talking about, you crazy broad? What are you talking about? What opportunities are you talking about? When you're siphoning all the money from the bottom to go to support these wars. And really just support the military industrial complex, the companies. That's where most of that money's going, to them. So what are you talking about? What did Obama build? Nothing. 8 years of nothing. Then 4 years of Biden, nothing. What opportunity are you talking about? You guys have had the White House 12 years out of the last 16. What are you talking about, man? What? You brought us the opportunities where we can't afford groceries, can't afford a roof over our heads. What are you talking about? This is crazy talk.
Compassion, dignity, fairness, and endless possibilities.
Still ain't mention on policies.
We are the heirs to the greatest democracy in the history of the world.
They don't believe in any damn democracy. This is all empty rhetoric. Because I told you what they did to Robert F. Kennedy. They made sure he couldn't run. They took him. Democratic Party purposely started trying to get this man's name taken off the ballots and blocking him in each state because she couldn't beat him anyway. No one's voting for this broad. So they always do undemocratic things to make sure they put their puppets in. Just like, even though I'm not a Bernie Sanders fan, I think he's a phony too, but he did beat Hillary in 2016 in the primary, and they cheated that man of his victory because it's undemocratic. Don't believe no democracy. It's all empty rhetoric she's talking. It's all nonsense. The best democracy, when they don't believe in democracy. They don't believe in you have the right to say no to putting a foreign experiment in your fucking body. He tried to lock me down, told you boys should do it. So what democracy and freedom is this moron talking about? What democracy and freedom is she talking about? Where is that at? We got unlimited censorship backed by them. Right here. Every time I go live on TikTok, I'm surprised this one's up. That we want clean food. We want regulatory agencies that's not controlled by any goddamn corporation. You know, when I eat a fruit, I want to have seeds in it. And it to be real. Non-GMO, not some shit made in a fucking lab. We're supposed to have freedom. Free all these fake words they keep saying. He's a fake candidate. Freedom and democracy. These are empty words because their actions are counter freedom, counter democracy. They're pro-war, pro-censorship, pro-big tech censoring you, pro-big pharma, undemocratic, anti-labor. That's what the Democratic Party is now. Undemocratic. What is she talking about?
And on behalf of our children and our grandchildren and all those who sacrificed so dearly for our freedom and liberty, we must be worthy of this moment. It is now our turn to do what generations before us have done, guided by optimism and faith, to fight for this country we love, to fight for the ideals we...
This is empty word salad. What are you talking about? Fight for the ideals in the country. What policies are you putting forth that would make somebody want to vote for your raggedy ass? What policies? You're giving a bunch of empty nothing. Empty rhetoric you're giving here. And the joy and the power and the love of democracy. What the hell is that? What are we talking about here, man?
Cherish and to uphold the awesome responsibility that comes with the greatest privilege on earth. The privilege and pride of being an American.
It's a fake convention. All those people fought and paid for. Remember, because they put walls up around Chicago so the real people couldn't get in there. Because the people are so upset with this do-nothing party. You mean American citizens? American citizens don't mean anything. I'm American citizen. Why can I get $13,000 in food stamps and $5,000, $6,000, $10,000 a month in rent assistance? That's what you gave it to the illegal aliens. That's what you're doing as a Democratic Party. You're giving that money to the illegal aliens. We know that's a fact. That's been proven over and over again. They're giving food voucher money, which is EBT, and they're giving rent vouchers. Name vouchers, just the cash. And we know 2 years ago, everybody else was getting kicked out of their homes. They were getting evicted, and you did nothing for them. See, you want to whitewash that. You did nothing for them. Everybody was getting evicted 2 years ago. Because they didn't have any money because you locked down the country. So they didn't have any jobs. So they couldn't pay the damn rent. And the rent went up exponentially because of all these damn wars, and that was called the inflation. You get all the money to these wars, so we're gonna keep Ukraine. But the American people don't give a shit about no goddamn Ukraine. This supports the 1% that own these companies. So that funnels money from us to them. That's why we got war after war after war. Because you got psychopaths run the planet. Psychopaths that own all the corporations. So they must keep war going. That's how they get their funding. Keep their funding. That's why we have war after war after war. Boogeyman after boogeyman. Because that feeds the wealthy. That's how they get their money. Having all these fucking fake wars. You didn't say, let me give some money to American people who were getting evicted. Oh, but you did say give some money to the illegal aliens. You did do that. These are your policies. You're not mentioning what it means to be an American and all this empty rhetoric you talking about. Ma'am, you're unelectable. The Democratic Party has imploded. If anybody black is voting for this party, I'm going to tell you you're an absolute moron.
So let's get out there. Let's fight for it.
Fight for it.
Get out there.
What?
Let's vote for it.
Vote for what?
Together, let us write the next great chapter in the most.
That's why they don't let her do no. She ain't did an interview yet because she's a moron. They ain't let her do an interview yet. They haven't let her interview yet because when she gets to talking, she talks crazy, talking this word salad nonsense. Get out there and let's do what? What policies are you planning to implement for people that are going to vote for you? You didn't listen to one policy. You damn sure won't get no American citizens no money, but they would get evicted. You didn't do that. But you did give money to the illegal aliens. You didn't do that. That's a fact. Sorry, TikTok, that's not misinformation. That's a fucking fact. So why the hell does it benefit me to vote for you when you want to give all my money to illegal aliens or over to Ukraine or Israel? How does that benefit me and mine? It doesn't. So you can't scare me with no Donald Trump nonsense. Because you offered me nothing but the same old totalitarian two-step censorship out the ass. Fake food. Nothing about that. Wars all over the place. You want to drum up a war talking about Iran. You want to talk about Iran all day.
Extraordinary story ever told. Thank you. God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
It's so funny. What guys you're talking about? Your mama and them are Brahmins. They raised you as a Brahmin. Now, so you're a Christian? Of course you're not. God, we gotta say the same old fake thing. Your mother was a Brahmin. Your daddy's a Brahmin. So when did you become a Christian? I'm just asking for a friend. When did that happen? I'm just asking. You know, I'm interested. I'd like to know. Let me get out this real quick.
Maximize my chances to save America's children and restore national health. I felt that if I refused this opportunity, I would not be able to look myself. This is a spiritual journey for me. I reached my decision through deep prayer, through all.
So this was they decided to go and back Trump because what the Democratic Party did was undemocratic, trying to block him, make sure he couldn't get on the ballot. They filed the lawsuit because they don't want they don't believe in any democracy. We live in an oligarchy. We live in any kind of democracy, nor a republic. We live in a dictatorial, oligarchy. That's what we live in, an oligarchy. We don't live in everything else is just smoke and mirrors. It's all nonsense. So he's telling you what happened, why he decided to throw his backing behind Trump.
This is a spiritual journey for me. I reached my decision through deep prayer, through hard-nosed logic, and I asked myself, what choices must I make to maximize my chances to save America's children and restore national health? I felt that if I refused this opportunity, I would not be able to look myself in the mirror, knowing that I could have saved lives of countless children and reversed this country's chronic disease epidemic. I'm 70 years old. I may have a decade to be effective. I can't imagine that President Harris would allow me or anyone to solve these dire problems. After 8 years of President Harris, any opportunity for me to fix the problem will be out of my reach forever. President Trump has told me that he wants this to be his legacy. I'm choosing to believe that this time he will follow through. His son, his biggest donors, his closest friends, and all support this objective. My joining the Trump campaign will be a difficult sacrifice for my wife and children, but worthwhile if there's even a small chance of saving these kids. Ultimately, the only thing that will save our country and our children is if we choose to love our kids more than we hate each other. That's why I launched my campaign, to unify America. My dad and uncle made such an enduring mark on the character of the nation, not so much because of any particular policies that they promoted, but because they were able to inspire profound love for our country and to fortify our sense of ourselves as a national community held together by ideals. They were able to put their love into the intentions and hearts of ordinary Americans, and to unify a national populist movement of Americans, blacks and whites, Hispanics, urban and rural Americans, and inspired affection and love and high hopes and a culture of kindness that continue to radiate among Americans from their memory. That's the spirit on which I ran my campaign, and that I intend to bring into the campaign of President Trump. Instead of vitriol and polarization, I will deal with the values that unite us, the goals that we could achieve if only we weren't at each other's throats. The most unifying theme for all Americans is that we all love our children. If we all unite around that issue now, we can finally give them the protection, the health, and the future that they deserve. Thank you all very much. This is your...
That. This is broad.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr. And I also want to salute Bobby's decades of work as an advocate for the health of our families and our children. Nobody's done more. Millions and millions of Americans who want clean air, clean water, and a healthy nation have concerns about toxins in our environment and pesticides in our food. That's why today I'm repeating my pledge to establish a panel of top experts working with Bobby to investigate what is causing the decades-long increase in chronic health problems.
I agree with that. I agree with that right there.
Including autoimmune
and we're going to do it.
Obesity, infertility, and many more.
And we know autism comes from some of us that we can't speak on that media. Because that's about Big Pharma again. We can't talk about that. Because we're censored every damn where. The Democrats believe in censorship because they're in the pockets of Big Pharma. They don't believe in you be able to talk and say what's on your mind and tell the truth. You're going to be censored. You're going to be taken down. They don't want you to be able to say that because they're in the pockets of everybody. Big Pharma, war, goddamn, the neocons, you know, the abortion industry and all other kind of shit. Start this again one more time.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Salute Bobby's decades of work as an advocate for the health of our families and our children. Nobody's done more. Millions and millions of Americans who want clean air, clean water, and a healthy nation have concerns about toxins in our environment and pesticides in our food.
Toxins in our environment and pesticides in our food, that's real. Now, he's been an environmentalist his whole life, Robert Kennedy. He's told you the global warming shit is a scam. And they're talking about some damn, they want to tell you about some damn global warming and they really care about the environment. They don't. They're about a depopulation agenda. Where there is no overpopulation on this planet at all. They've been pushing that shit till your carbon is bad. Once you eat bugs and all other kind of crazy shit. Carbon is not bad. But if you say it, you're going to be deplatformed, you're going to censorship, you're going to open censorship against you. What are they going to do?
By today, I'm repeating my pledge to establish a panel of top experts working with Bobby to investigate what is causing the decades-long increase in health problems and childhood diseases.
We already know what's causing.
Including autoimmune disease, autism, obesity, infertility, and many more.
Thank you, President Trump. A few hours after the assassination attempt at Butler, I got a call from a safe food advocate named Kelly Means, who's been fighting for many years to try to end the corruption at CDC and FDA and USDA.
Not the corruption at the CDC, the FDA, and the other places. No, you say that's misinformation. Not corruption at the CDC, the Center for Disease Control, FDA. All these things that are always captured by the big industries and the 1% that you're told nothing but lies over and over again. You know, you can at least now say the food pyramid that they gave you for the last 40 years is a lie. They knew it was a lie when they put it together. Everybody's all fat and fucked up, full of disease. They knew that food pyramid was a lie when they put it together. Because they were all bought and paid for. See, one hand washes the other. Big agriculture helps Big Pharma. So you eat that shit, and later on you need Big Pharma when you get older. Get that? You eat big agriculture, and years later you need Big Pharma. You get it? That's how the scam works.
And these institutions, these regulatory agencies are actually run by the big food processing companies, the big ag and the chemical companies that they're supposed to regulate. And he said to me that he'd been advising me for many years on my campaign. And he told me that night that he was also advising President Trump. And he asked if I would talk to President Trump. And I said, of course. And about a few minutes later, I got a call from the president. And we talked, we had a very good talk. Don't you want a safe environment for your children? Don't you want to know that the food that you're feeding them is not filled with chemicals
That'd be nice.
cancer and chronic disease?
That'd be nice to know that. I'd like to know that.
And don't you want a president that's going to make America healthy again?
Now remember, the Republicans never gave a shit about any of these issues. Now, you got a complete political shift. Those were Republicans cheering for used to be Democratic issues and Democratic values. Yeah, I like to have clean food. I would like that. I would like to have a decent job. I would like that. I would like to have health care I can afford. I would like that. You have a complete political swing shift. Not the establishment Republicans, but the poor, the lower middle class and the poverty Republicans. So Trump has now become a populist. We still would say that's bad. You know, being popular by the American people is always supposed to be bad. So Trump is now a populist. And somehow that's supposed to be bad. That the American people has been neglected for the last, at least black people have, the last 60 years. White people maybe the last 20, 25, where everybody's now stomach is touching their damn backbones. You don't want to hear any more empty rhetoric from empty suit Kamala Harris. Nobody wants to hear that rhetoric anymore. Nobody wants to hear empty rhetoric from empty suit Kamala Harris giving you no real policy, still pushing the same wars in Ukraine and Israel. Nobody wants those wars anymore. We like that money to be reinvested, or not even invested in the American people once again. Can you imagine that? Having our money actually come back to us and benefit us? What a novel ideal, huh? Having our money come back and benefit us here. How novel is that? That we actually have a government that works for us. You know, in the bigger scheme of things, that's what it's supposed to be. A government by the people, for the people, of the people. Which we don't have anymore. You got a country for the corporations, by the corporations, for the corporations. And that's why Kamala Harris doing her empty, vapid acceptance speech said absolutely nothing. She said absolutely nothing. Nothing beneficial to us. Nothing beneficial. This is a bunch of empty word salad again. And being a great American, yay! I'm gonna be great in America, and yay! We'll be a great American. What policies are you talking about implementing? I'm talking about being a great American, yay! Being a great American. Yabba dabba doo. Okay. We plan to give American people the same money given these illegal immigrants, the thousands of dollars in food with the EBT cards? Are you going to give them money for rents like you did these illegal aliens? Like I told you 2 years ago, you were putting people out on the street because you did this lockdown, which the American people did not agree to. You know, you tried to scare them. They didn't agree to it. And so they were left vulnerable but not having an income. And did you decide to protect the American people while they were getting evicted from their homes? No, you did nothing. Give us more empty rhetoric. When you send billions of dollars to Ukraine and now Israel, you know that's causing massive inflation and American people cannot afford groceries. Your bright idea is to give all the money to these illegal immigrants. Not help the American people. Your bright ideals to give money at tens of thousands of dollars to illegal aliens. This family, tomorrow I'm going to say what this is about. I can't see it on TikTok and Instagram and everywhere else on YouTube because this gets censored. Told you, they backing all this censorship shit. They're the ones backing all this censorship. So I'm going to tell you why they're funding all these migrants. I'm sure you got a understanding of why they're funding these migrants, these little aliens. You're finding weapon caches all over the country. You got a whole illegal alien gang took over an apartment in the Denver area and nothing's been done about it. Whole Venezuelan gang took over a apartment out of Denver. How's that happen? Is that my imagination? Am I doing misinformation again? We know it's a fact. And the residents have been asked to relocate because the owners of the property can't get the police to come and do their jobs. Isn't that funny? So this is not a plan. Whole Venezuelan gang that took over a whole goddamn apartment. And she's telling you about this great America. All this fake ass, empty rhetoric. And when Robert Kennedy Jr. was giving that speech, all the major mainstream media cut away from him talking about having clean, real food. All CNN, all of them cut away. They don't want that broadcast because you constantly giving what? Propaganda. You're constantly being given propaganda. Constantly, guys. Give me a second, guys. Might be on here for a second. So it's about the two empty suits out to give a speech. You know we had to have that. Give me a second, guys.
You're the person with the gun. The person who would do.
Now, I wasn't listening to Barack Obama's empty speech where Michelle Obama, these empty Baptist bastards talking the same old nonsense while Black America sits mired in poverty and in despair. They keep giving you the same empty rhetoric. So I want you guys to hear what they got to say. These are the worthless ass Obamas. Come spreading some more nonsensical rhetoric.
I know. I have one more job.
And you see, they have not offered anybody anything, no policies, because their policies have destroyed us. As American people, their policies have been nothing but detrimental. They've had 12 years out of this last 16 years in power. Inflation through the roof. People cannot afford their groceries. People cannot afford their rents, nor their mortgages. They got massive amounts of illegal immigrants running throughout here, taking over, got gangs taking over goddamn apartment buildings, right? Let's go about that again. How about that? They go up again, shit. I'm not going to go on damn Instagram again. Let's see. Let's wrap this up. I'm going to do Instagram again. Let's stay down. But then there's going to be some more empty rhetoric, right? Some more nonsensical rhetoric. Because they can't point to anything that's been beneficial to anybody. And the handkerchief head boule class, the bootlicking, backstabbing black talented tip. No more of that nonsensical rhetoric is going to work with black people. Not going to scare black people with Trump. Trump is the boogeyman. And you can't show me nothing 12 years of Democratic power has done for anybody but to put us in despair and neglect.
Tonight.
Now we'll wrap it up with this last speech, guys.
One more job.
One more job.
You all, thank you.
Most
for
important
all the
election.
But it is now my honor to introduce somebody who knows a whole lot about hope.
A whole lot about hope. I hope he would shut the fuck up, but I'm not going to get that. He knows a lot about hope and that fake hope and change. That's the same thing Kamala Harris is trying to run off the empty vapid rhetoric. Empty vapid rhetoric is what you get. You know something about hope? Hope what? What hope did we get? We got more impoverished than Obama. More wars. Nothing got better under Obama. Absolutely nothing. So this is more empty rhetoric. Somebody can tell you about hope. Well, goddamn it, I don't need no hope when I can't pay my goddamn rent. I don't need no hope when I can't put any food in the house. I need policies that's going to alleviate my pain. Not your fucking folksy hope. Your hope and change ain't never changed. Hope and change, all that shit from 16 years ago. That folksy hope and change shit doesn't work anymore. I can't pay my rent with hope and change. Can't pay my electric bill with hope and change. Can't pay my damn food costs with hope and change. Can't put gas in my vehicle with hope and change. So your useless rhetoric is exactly what it is. Useless.
Someone who has spent his life strengthening our democracy, and let me tell you, as someone who lives with him.
Speaking of what democracy, war after war, what are you talking about? See, this is empty, vapid rhetoric. Strengthening our democracy when they're sponsoring. This moron putting a law that was supposed to be propagandized to 24/7, 365 days a week, right? 365 days a year. Well, now it's legal to push propaganda, so we don't know which way is up. And when we do find which way is up, we get to be censored. He backed censorship, and he backed open propaganda. So what kind of goddamn freedom and democracy you talk about? You can't have freedom and democracy when you're constantly being propagandized against with censorship intact in tow with that. What are you talking about? You can't have a functional democratic republic when you're constantly getting propagandized against all day, every day, and then if we luckily find out the truth and speak it, you're now being censored. So how's he a defendant of democracy and a republic? What are you talking about? Empty rhetoric.
He wakes up every day and thinks about what's best for this country. Please welcome America's 44th president and the love of my life, Barack Obama.
More empty bags, you guys. Hello, Chicago. When everybody in Chicago is hurting and talking about they about to get rid of the Democratic Party because they've been letting those illegal immigrants into their community, giving them benefits that the people that live there their whole life have never got. Never had any focus on the people there, especially not down on the south side at all. Hello, Chicago! When everybody's outside protesting and shit. This is fake. It's phony.
You can skip this video. You can't skip the truth. Right now in North Gaza, children are...
Remember, everybody's Obama has backed or promoted have all lost. Everybody's backed and promoted in every campaign they've lost because he couldn't get elected dog catcher. This dude's name is Mud, but they keep trying to hype him up as some kind of big rock star. And the black community already turned our backs on this no good ridiculous Negro here. He's duplicitous at best. Good to be home. Good to be home. He's not from Chicago. Only moved him because he needed black constituents to push him into a higher office. He didn't return to Chicago. It's all smoke and mirrors nonsense. Wasn't from there. They put him there so they make for political expediency so they can put their puppet closer to the White House. That's what they did. So this all fake rhetoric. It's good to be home. He didn't grow up there, he's not from there. And he didn't go back to there. So what home are we talking about?
It is good to be home, and I don't know about you, but
it's good to be home when people out there suffering, ain't got no place to live, out in the streets of Chicago, all fucked up. It's good to be home. What you gonna do for them? Oh, absolutely nothing. I got my house way up in Martha's Vineyard, away from Chicago, and another one out in Maui, Hawaii.
I'm feeling fired up.
This same old fake shit. This rhetoric don't ain't working. I've been fired up, but this rhetoric don't work no more.
I am feeling ready to go.
This empty public rhetoric don't work no more.
I am the only person stupid enough to speak after Michelle Obama. I am feeling hopeful. Because this convention has always been pretty good to kids with funny names who believe in a country where anything is possible. Because we have a chance to elect someone who has spent her entire life trying to give people the same chances America gave her.
What's a goddamn lie? She spent her whole life locking up black people that were innocent. She spent her whole life locking up black people for slave labor when they were supposed to be freed. Spent their whole life locking up black women because they didn't have the money at the time to send their kids to school and put them in jail for their kids being truancy. For being truant. What is he talking about? Spent their whole life sleeping all the way to the top. What person is he talking about? Who you gaslighting, Obama? What world are you living in? What are you talking about, man? Spent their whole life giving opportunities to people. Where is this at? Who are these people? What is you talking about, man? Are you insane? What are you talking about, man? Crazy as cat shit. What are you talking about, dude? Please help me understand it.
Someone who sees you and hears you and will get up every single day and fight for you. The next president of the United States of America, Kamala Harris.
Now, it's phony. No one's voted for this woman. She's gone through no primaries, so this is a soft coup. This is a soft coup. Nobody's voted for this woman, so now she's been parachuted in the candidacy, which nobody voted for this lady whatsoever. She never got one vote 4 years ago, never got one vote this year, so this is completely undemocratic. He doesn't care because he don't believe in democracy. She said he's a defendant of democracy. What are you talking about? When you run around trying to block Bobby Kennedy from getting on any polls on all 50 states. What are you talking about? What democracy? No one voted for Kamala Harris. How did she go from the most unliked vice president, now being a Democratic candidate for president? Huh? Without one damn vote from no people whatsoever. Because it's undemocratic. And he's telling you he's the most democratic person. He makes up every day fighting for democracy. What are you talking about, man? These are all kind of morons. Spends every day wake up fighting democracy. What are you talking about? When the candidate that you got there didn't go through any democratic process to be the candidate of the Democratic Party. She didn't go through any democratic process to be the candidate. So how's this democracy? And what bizarro world are you talking about?
It's been 16 years accepting this party's nomination for work. And I know that's hard to believe because I have not aged a bit. But it's true.
It's been 16 years since you ran your con game, and the con is up. It's been 16 years since you ran your con game, and the con is up. No one believes you, dude. That's why you had to put the big candidate in there without any kind of election. It's been 16 years you ran this con game, and the jig is up. Especially for Black America, we don't believe nor accept you. Okay? 16 years, the jig is up.
And looking back, I can say without question that my first big decision as your nominee turned out to be one of my best. And that was asking Joe Biden to serve by my side as vice president. Other than some common Irish blood, Joe and I come from different backgrounds, but we became brothers. And as we worked together for 8, sometimes pretty tough years.
Now Joe Biden's been,
when I came to
Joe Biden's been one of the most corrupt senators and politicians in the last 50 years. What is he talking about? all the corruption with his son. Corruption that goes back with Joe Biden all the way back to the early 70s. I don't know what he's talking about. That's what I told you. Obama is a duplicitous con man. Duplicitous. Borderline of psychopathy. But he knows most American people are stupid. He's going to go along with his empty rhetoric. He sounds crazy as cat shit.
What I admire most about Joe wasn't just his smarts, his experience. It was his empathy and his decency. And his hard-earned resilience. His unshakable belief that everyone in this country deserves a fair shot.
Some more empty ass rhetoric. What the policies are you talking about, man? Just empty rhetoric. Black people, American people, you're supposed to be beyond this. Empty rhetoric of nonsense. None of this ever has appeared. Joe Biden's one of the most corrupt bastards that's ever been in Congress. He's one passed that heinous ass, created and proudly passed that heinous 1994 crime bill that was locking up black men and women and children like it was going out of style. With small drug offenses. What the hell is Obama talking about? What world is he living in? He doesn't, just making up shit. All these fake, phony, people out there, yeah, it's all fraud, this is all pageantry, it's fake, it's fraudulent.
And over the last 4 years, those are the values America has needed most. At a time when millions of our fellow citizens were sick and dying, we needed a leader with the character to put politics aside and do what was right. At a time when
it was right to lock down the country when we don't want to be fucking locked down. It was right, goddamn, when everybody lose their jobs and be forced to take an experimental application that they didn't want to accept. What the hell are you talking about, man? And then everybody got evicted. What did you do for the people that got evicted when they didn't have jobs and had the money to pay for the damn rents or the mortgages? Oh, this same shit you did after the 2008 housing crash. Evicted more people. And that makes some big false narrative.
the economy was reeling. We needed a leader with the determination to drive what would become the world's strongest recovery. 15 million jobs, higher wages, lower health care costs.
What is he talking about? Higher wages and more jobs. There's less jobs and healthcare costs are out of control. People can't afford no fucking health care. He just says it, the truth doesn't matter anymore. It's just constant lying. The truth has no, it just doesn't matter. You tell me anybody on YouTube, TikTok, we everywhere tonight, Rumble, BitChute, the radio station, Android TV, Roku, you guys tell me, is your health care more affordable now? I'm asking for a friend. What the hell is he you guys let me know if your health care is more affordable today. Let me know. I'm asking for a friend.
At a time when the other party had turned into a cult of personality, we needed a leader who was steady and brought people together and was selfless enough to do the rarest thing there is in politics, putting his own ambition aside for the sake of the country.
What are you talking about, man?
History will remember Joe Biden as an outstanding president who defended democracy at a moment of great danger. And I am proud to call him my president, but I am even prouder to call...
Remember the whole Democratic Party is anti-democratic. Anti-democratic. That's why Kamala Harris is now with the candidate. They didn't run anybody against her. She didn't get any votes. So what you're talking about is an installed puppet. You didn't use these democratic policies to find a candidate that the people would back. You just bypassed the will of the people. You didn't have a vote. You just forced Kamala Harris on us. You didn't give us any vote. There was no primary. And you forced Joe Biden out because Joe Biden is senile. But he's been senile. You tried to play with your fake mainstream media that he didn't have dementia. Now all of a sudden he has dementia. First he didn't have it. All these years you didn't have cognitive decline. Now only after the debate with Trump that he did so bad. Now he's got cognitive decline. But for the last 3.5 years, people said his cognitive decline is obvious. But no, he didn't have he's the greatest mind. You read the mainstream media, he's the greatest mind he's ever had. His mind is tough and strong. 2 weeks until they got rid of his ass, his mind was tough and strong. Now his dementia and mental decline is visible all of a sudden. His mental decline is visible. It wasn't visible 2 weeks before the debate. A year before then, wasn't visible. And falling down, literally running around shitting on himself, wearing a diaper. It wasn't visible then. It's only visible now. I mean, they've done this down and they just think they can say any old crazy shit. That's Obama. You just think you talk to you like a child. Just say any old crazy, reckless nonsense. And you'll just take it, yeah. When it's completely detached from reality.
Well, my friend.
I'm not the best in front of the camera. This is actually 50.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop this shit, man. I got 3 commercials through this shit. They want us to stay there for like 20 minutes. They want this shit played.
The torch has been passed. Now it is up to all of us to fight for the America we believe in.
Right?
And make no mistake, it will be a fight. For all the incredible energy we've been able to generate over the last few weeks, for all the rallies and the memes.
Hasn't been any energy, hasn't been any rallies for no Kamala Harris, so he's lying again. There's some fake ass Meg Thee Stallion with people, when she got done doing a horrible rap, the people left. There's been no crowds for no Kamala Harris. They've had CGI, people put in the crowds, all kind of weirdo shit. You can clearly see the same faces in the same audience somewhere else. There's completely editing tricks going on. There's been some kind of moron. There's no enthusiasm for no Kamala Harris. Nowhere. There's no enthusiasm for any Democrats nowhere. People are upset about these illegal aliens that you brought in that you're giving thousands of dollars to every goddamn week. And housing money every week or every month. People are upset about that. So where's all these people excited about the Democratic Party and excited about Kamala Harris when they never have been excited about her at nowhere in history? Where does this excitement come at? They weren't excited about her 4 years ago when she didn't get one vote. And imagine that. She's now the candidate again and didn't get not one vote again. She still didn't get another vote. It's like magic. She didn't get one vote by any other people, but she's the Democratic nominee. There's gotta be some kind of magic trick going on. But you tell me, Barack Obama wakes up every day thinking about democracy. Same old fake ass. The lies don't work anymore. He wakes up every day thinking about democracy when her candidacy is anti-democratic. Her candidacy, Barack, is anti-democratic because she's not the will of the people. There was no primary. You just completely cut the people off their right to decide who they wanted to represent them. And and try to do some, the second for Kamala is great. That's a goddamn lie. He knows a lot because he the one put the propaganda rule in there where you can propagandize the people 24/7, 365 days a year. He passed that shit. So he knows he's speaking propaganda.
This will still be a tight race in a closely divided country. A country where too many Americans are still struggling.
Yeah, too many.
Where
listen, things were great.
Can help.
Listen, things were great. How are they struggling?
And as we gather here tonight, the people who will decide this election are asking a very simple question. Who will fight for me? Who's thinking about my future? About my children's future? About our future together? One thing is for certain, Donald Trump is not losing sleep over that question. Here's a 78-year-old billionaire who has not stopped whining about his problems since he rode down his golden escalator 9 years ago. It has been a constant stream of gripes and grievances that's actually been getting worse now that he's afraid of losing Kamala.
"12 years of Democratic rule, but you can't show me no benefit of you guys being in power. You want to get me upset about 4 years of Trump. And I'm not a Trump lover. But the policies he just said, I agree with the policies he just said. I agree with the shit he just said with Robert Kennedy. You still have not said not one policy. And you was in power as a Democrat 12 years. So where's the benefit of having y'all raggedy asses in power for 12 years and everything's fucked up? We can't afford our rents, can't afford our food. But if you won't take responsibility, who's going to fight for you? You've been in power for 12 years out the last 16. So who you been fighting for those 12 years? Where everything's all fucking fucked up. What are you talking about, man? What reality are you living in? The con game, hope and change hustle doesn't work anymore. No more con games. No more hope and change nonsense. You don't want to hear your empty rhetoric no more. 12 years you've been in power and things are worse off. With you being in power, it's been worse off. That's factual. You can't just say good things and fight for your children and all other kind of make-believe nonsense. When the reality on the ground, people are struggling under your 12 years of rule. You endless wars. Care about going for real. Give me a chance. Hold on, damn it. Right, I'm gonna put you back on solid ground, calm down. Oh shit. Over here, man. That button there. Oh, what's this thing doing? Put this thing off, turn it back on. There you go, right here. There you go. Right there. It's getting crazy. Alright. All this empty rhetoric that we've been getting. It's crazy.
There's the childish nicknames, the crazy conspiracy theories, this weird obsession with crowd sizes.
Crowd size. Who cares about the crowd size? You guys are not getting any crowds. And the crowds you're getting are people upset. You're not getting any crowds. There's no crowds for Kamala. So you're trying to put that thing in people's heads so when you pretend like she's won, when you've never got any crowds, there's no enthusiasm for you, Barack. Especially put on Kamala and this other dude, this old man she's got as a running mate. There's no enthusiasm for you people. So you don't get any crowds. That's the fact of it. You're not getting any crowds.
It just goes on and on and on. The other day I heard someone compare Trump to the neighbor who keeps running his leaf blower outside your window every minute of every day. Now, from a neighbor, that's exhausting. From a president, it's just dangerous. The truth is, Donald Trump sees power as nothing more than it means to his ends. He wants the middle class to pay the price for another huge tax cut that would mostly help him.
We're paying the price for all your dumbass wars, Obama, the ones that you did. Trump is saying he doesn't want any more wars. I agree, but I don't want any more fucking wars. I don't want my money going to fucking Ukraine no more. I don't want my money going to fucking Israel no more. I don't want my money going there. So what you talking about? It ain't been that, no, that's been the damn wars. That's where all the money's been going to. What's they doing, man? That's where all the money's been going to fund these wars. So what the hell are you talking about, man? That's why he's not going to mention the wars, but all the money's been going to fund these billions of dollars every damn month to fund this Ukraine shit that the American people do not back and can't even find a place on the map. Not going to mention that.
And his rich friends. He killed a bipartisan immigration deal written in part by one of the most conservative Republicans in Congress that would have helped secure our southern border because he thought.
You know damn well. What are you talking about? You've been there 4 years. You talking about Trump left 4 years ago. We're talking about the damn border now. You had 4 years to secure the border and you haven't did it. Because that's not the plan. The plan is to have open borders. That's what we have. So what are you talking about Trump? Trump was 4 years ago. What did you do this 4 years? We're not talking about Trump. You act like you guys wasn't in power. What are we talking about here? The Democrats have been in power since 2021. What are you talking about? You've been in control of the damn border. What are you talking about, man?
Trying to actually solve the problem would hurt his campaign. He doesn't. Do not move. Vote. He doesn't seem to care if more women lose their reproductive freedom since it won't affect his life. And most of all, Donald Trump wants us to think that this country is hopelessly divided between us and them. Between the real Americans, who of course support him, and the outsiders who don't. And he wants you to think that you'll be richer and safer.
See, they can't talk about none of this. See, they can talk about Trump. I don't give a shit about, but what policies can you run that you create the last 4 years? They can't. So it's useless rhetoric. He can't name 4 years what they did to benefit the American people. Trump was president 4 years ago. You guys have been president now. What have you done? Nothing. They can't even run on their own record. You know what I'm saying? They can't run on their own record because they've done nothing. but back these useless damn wars. And brought these damn illegal immigrants in here. They can't run on their policies. Their policies are garbage. Why he's not talking about none of the policies for the last 4 years?
If you will just give him the power to put those other people back in their place. It is one of the oldest tricks in politics. From a guy whose act has, let's face it, gotten pretty stale. We do not need 4 more years of bluster and bumbling and chaos. We have seen that movie before, and we all know that the sequel is usually worse.
You can't run your own risk.
America's ready for a new chapter. America's ready for a better story.
A new chapter.
We are ready for a President Kamala Harris.
Ready for a new story. She was part of the same story you've been doing for 4 years. What are you talking about, man? He sounds crazy as hell. Sounds absolutely insane. You've been part of the same thing before. You're like you've been out of power. And the Republicans have been running the country as executive. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden has been running the country as the executive. What are you talking about, man? Okay? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What world are we living in? Help me understand this.
We took our brand new software company.
I'm a commercial. They got this.
And Kamala Harris is ready for the job. This is a person who has spent her life fighting on behalf of people who need a voice and a champion. As you heard from Michelle, Kamala was not born into privilege. She had to work for what she's got. And she actually cares about what other people are going through. She's not the neighbor running the leaf blower. She's the neighbor rushing over to help when you need a hand. As a prosecutor, Kamala stood up for children who have been victims of sexual abuse. She's an attorney general of the most populous state in the country. She fought it.
I'm sick of him too, Michelle. This is so duplicitous. He's just making up shit. She fought for children. She locked children's parents up who couldn't afford to pay the fees to send their kids to school. She kept prisoners in prison for slave labor. What is he talking about? What world is he talking about? You know, she was giving sexual favors to get jobs. These are facts. What is he talking about? What world? It's just bizarro world. Upside down lines. It's crazy talk.
Banks and for-profit colleges securing billions of dollars for the people they had scammed.
What?
After the home mortgage crisis, she pushed me and my administration hard to make sure.
What is him and his administration hard? He was kicking people out their home. What the fuck is he talking about? Obama helped the bank because they put him in power. He's a puppet. And then people lost their homes. Obama did nothing for people who lost their homes. What is he talking about? Everybody knows during the housing crisis, Obama sided with the banks. And everybody was evicted from their homes. What revisionist history is he talking about, man? He thinks everybody's just crazy. And have completely forgotten that he sided with the banks and everybody was kicked out of their homes. That's a fact. What is he talking about? What world is he living in?
Or homeowners got a fair settlement. It didn't matter that I was a Democrat. It didn't matter that she had knocked on doors for my campaign in Iowa. She was going to fight to get as much relief as possible for the families who deserved it.
And that didn't happen.
As vice president, she helped take on the drug companies to cap the cost of insulin, lower the cost of health care, give families with kids a tax.
What cost of health care come up has been dropped? It hasn't. What is this dude talk? His line is so duplicitous now. It's absolute. I'm like Michelle. I can't stand these line passes. It's just crazy now. He's just talking shit that ain't even. You know. When you get good propaganda, fam, it's when you mix liberal lies with the truth. They're not even doing that no more. This is all lies, all make believe, crazy talk.
And she is running for president with good plans and sign a law to guarantee every woman's right to make her own health care decisions.
We got the right to make our own health care decisions when people told you they didn't want to take that jab. And you tried to force them. They told you they didn't want that shit. If somebody else wanted, let them take it. They got the right. You want it, you take it. You people that give out nobody's health care rights. People told you they want that shit in their body. You try to force people, find a way to force people. When you require them from their government jobs, try to get the private sector to go along with that shit. And most of the private sectors, luckily, refuse to. So what kind of choice are you talking about, man? What world are you talking about? Where's this at? Because their administration does not represent nothing you're saying. Absolutely nothing. Things are worse off now than before you bastards took power. That's a fact. That's just going by the numbers. Food prices are up. Energy prices are up. Fuel prices are up. Rents are up. What has been the benefit of you Democrats being in power? What are you talking about? They can't run on their own record. Trump has not been president for the last 4 years. So what are we talking about? We're talking about your policies of failure. They can't run on that because it's failure. But they're not talking about their record. This whole time he's not mentioning nothing about their record. He's talking about empty, we all be one, all unite. This crazy nebulous talk. Crazy nothing talk. Almost 3 hours to wrap this up.
Kamala Harris won't be focused on her problems. She'll be focused on yours.
Has she been focused on our problems the last 4 years? Has she been focused on our problems the last 4 years? That's why you guys didn't run a Democratic campaign. You ignored this woman by not allowing anyone to vote when she's the most hated vice president in history. She couldn't win any primary. So you put a candidate in there undemocratically and tell me Barack Obama thinks about democracy every day. This crazy shit. The rhetoric don't even make any sense. Michelle Obama, he wakes up every day thinking about democracy. Then why didn't you have a Democratic election for the nominee then? Since he wakes up every day thinking about democracy. Why didn't the people get a vote about who they would like to represent them in the presidency and not have this hated woman forced upon them undemocratically and unceremoniously? Why didn't you do that? Since you think about democracy every day of your life. Shit is crazy. Yeah, what's going on, Big Cheese?
What's up, brother Keith?
What's happening, man? What's on your mind?
I'm going on 20 years, Keith. For 20 years, Barack and Rochelle been preaching hope to black people.
Yeah, hope and change. They came with that hope and change shit. I don't think it's gonna work this time, bitch. I think too many black people over that shit.
I don't think so. I think you're right. I think I was wrong, and I'm glad. I hope I'm so wrong. You know, I hope I'm wrong, dude.
Yeah, you're wrong. They gonna try to. Yeah, I got crazy talk. They gonna try to STEAL it if they can. That's why they knew they couldn't run a primary because they got nothing to run off on. So they just anointed her. You see, she can't get it. She can't get any crowds. Talk about he's obsessed with crowds. There's no one coming to see Kamala Harris nowhere. She ain't did one damn interview, Big Cheese. Not one.
She had to trick everybody into thinking Beyonce was coming to that thing.
Yeah, you remember that? Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. She's got a special guest. It's gonna be Beyonce or Taylor Swift. They said, nah, we couldn't do that because we didn't want about the upstage Kamala. Because no one gave a shit. No one was looking at her ass on TV. That's why they keep people glued. Is Beyonce coming? Is Taylor Swift coming?
Yeah.
Nah. I want. Go ahead. Go ahead, Chief.
You know how evil Obama got to be. Man, this woman, Kamala, is sitting at home with her 2 white kids.
Yep.
But she pushes black women. She pushes and promotes to black women to kill their kids in their stomach.
Yeah. Well, they don't even believe it. They're not like pro-choice. They're pro-abortion. They believe.
They hide it under pro-choice. But pro-choice doesn't mean go kill your kids. That's all pro-choice means.
Yeah. They're actually pro-abortion. Because they believe in killing the children outside the womb. The baby be 3 months old, but you can go back and kill it. That's murder. What are you talking about? That baby is born. If he was on crazy as cat shit. The party's, the Democrat Party's now evil. Guys, it already passed the Rubicon. They're evil.
The only time they promote pro-choice is if you're going to kill you. They don't promote pro-choice if you're going to keep your child.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They don't promote it in.
No, they don't believe in none of that. So Big Cheese is right. So I'm saying that they're so far gone, guys. But you know what this about? I wish I was on the network. This is the New World Order shit. If you motherfuckers vote for the Democrats, you vote for lockdowns again. I'm trying to be coded so I don't get kicked out of TikTok again. You're gonna they're a pro-censorship party, pro-big tech, pro-big pharma. The parties are completely flip-flopped. Politically. You got the no good Republicans fighting, talking about labor rights, talking about having clean food, clean health.
Yeah.
And then the Democrats, we gotta have pro-war, pro-censorship. What is Barack Obama? How they fight people? We know they was kicking people out of their homes when Barack Obama came in. He sided with the banks. People lost their homes in 2008, 2009. That was called the housing crisis. The people were dumped in the streets. And a lot of people haven't recovered from there. And these little aliens run out here with money in their pocket and food in their stomach. We went around this bitch starving like a mother. What are you talking about, man?
Keith, they got food trucks parked in front of billion-dollar skyscrapers downtown Chicago.
God damn.
They got Mexican food trucks, taco trucks.
Wow.
And the police be sitting right down in this little chilling. You couldn't get a black, like just imagine a black barbecue truck trying to park downtown.
You better have, they tell you about where the fuck are your permits at, and your clean permits, and your this permit and that permit. And if you come down here again, nigga, we're gonna lock you up, and we're gonna pound your goddamn food truck. That's what you get, Big Cheese.
Yeah. So they get food stamps, they get money, and they get to work for. They got They done messed Uber up for everybody. They got 3 or 4 phones working off Uber with 3 or 4 phones, different accounts. You can't even, they say you can't even really get no good Uber accounts. So the Venezuelans and the illegals, they got all kind of fake accounts. And they getting all of the
rides. They get all the calls?
Yeah, they get all the orders. They got different names and shit. They got 4 or 5 phones and accounts. They done fucked up Uber.
Damn.
Uber and Grubhub, all that shit.
Yeah. And when I've seen the Venezuelans with the Grubhub, they break into people's homes with that shit.
Yeah, they pretending to be Amazon workers.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. And understand this. The Democratic Party did all this. They working for you. The party's evil now, guys. I'm not talking that it's gone. It's missed its way. It's evil. It's an evil thing because it's completely controlled now. It's evil. And everybody out there during the convention, those are bought and paid for bootlegs that they put in there. Because they wouldn't let the regular people get in there. Security is so tight in Chicago, they ain't let no regular people get up in there. So all the bootlegs like, Kamala. That's not nothing. The contest, that's nothing. That's why she can't get a crowd nowhere. Nowhere. It's empty. It's crickets. The lady went to Detroit. Nobody showed up. As far as I know, Detroit's still a black city. You know, no.
If Trump would just, if you could just get white people to understand that black people are not their enemy, man. If Trump would just promise black people so he can sew this thing up. Oh, man, they can really knock the Democrats out the water. They just promise black people something.
They're not gonna do that, but I think they're gonna win. I think they're gonna win right now just because he promised you clean water, they're gonna try to go after the food, give you good food, decent that. So this is nowhere to go with the Democratic Party. The beer doesn't work no more. Just Trump saying he's gonna get rid of these illegals. Black people are like, hell yeah. Get rid of these damn illegals. That's what you do. Stop giving them money. Whether they give us the money or not, to us, regardless, that money won't be going to them. So,
I mean, they done messed up the people, you know, who I cannot name, who run everything.
Yeah.
They done messed up the job market with these motherfucking illegals purposely.
Yeah.
I mean, they done messed the job. You ain't no more unions.
No, the thing was to implode America. The new civilization is China. That's why everything is, they want to lock it down like China have goddamn digital credit and all this other shit. And they say China's the enemy. That's a lie. China was the new empire. Every wicked shit they put in action in China is what they want to put here, but they want to implode it here as they try to depopulate you. I'm not going to talk too much about that because I'm still on TikTok.
Yeah. I was watching a Chinese guy, and he was saying that America brings over a lot of these immigrants to ruin the futures of a lot of Americans, even white people.
Yeah, that's what it's about. It's
He's a dude. He from America. He's saying why he bringing so many Asians and Indians and all these other groups. He said white people don't know. They bring them in to ruin y'all too.
Exactly. That's what I said. It's to implode their country and keep them exactly. That's why they told them they want to make them police. They're not going to have any goddamn loyalty to white people anymore. They have no loyalty to them. They don't have no problem shooting them in the face.
But that's what I'm saying.
You can't stop white people and their racism.
White people are so blinded with the hatred of black people. You can bring in 3 trillion illegals and they still hate us.
I know.
It's the weirdest shit.
The Jays have got them like that. Exactly right. The hatred for us is psychopathic. So, you know, at the end of the day, they hurt themselves to justify the hatred of us.
Yeah. But one more thing before I go, when you were saying that they're trying to censor you, listen, on TikTok, right, it was a white dude, right, he did a video saying black people ain't worth nothing in America no more. He said he only hired immigrants. He said, we ain't worth a damn thing. You know, so he did a video like this. So I left a comment, and I made sure I misspelled every word, but you can understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
I said, you are one worthless ass N-word. But I didn't put N-word. I kind of wrote it in a way, it's all spelled crazy, but everybody can read it and understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So he reported me, right? They struck my comment down. I appealed it. They kept it down. But do you know they kept his videos still talking about black people ain't worth nothing in America?
Yeah, it's anti-black.
He didn't even sugarcoat it.
No.
He said we not worth nothing.
No, TikTok is anti-black. I thought you knew that already. Shit is about the whole world is anti-black, but to make sure that we're supposed to be completely, I'm gonna say the G word. You know, we're completely G'd out. That's the whole thing. We're supposed to be G'd out. They use the white person out as a slave labor. We're supposed to be completely gone, and that's the end goal. You know, so you never have any political representation because the aliens are supposed to outnumber you there, so you won't have any no more even fake black representation because you won't have the numbers to put anybody as a fake mayor, as a fake congressman. The days will be gone. You won't have the numbers. So then what's going to happen to you? You're already on the bottom with political power. You're going to have to help you get economic benefits, none. So all that shit they screaming reparations, we're gonna eventually get all that Tariq Nasheed and Jason Black bullshit. You listen to morons if you want to. They making sure you're not getting none of that shit.
So we got black people now making videos on TikTok saying, they making videos saying, how are people allowed to leave racist comments in my comment section?
Yeah.
But when I call it out, TikTok
gives
me a strike.
Yeah. They've been doing that exactly right. Because the app is not for black people. The app is I know I'm getting reported every time I go live now. Every time I go live on TikTok back open, it goes down 10 minutes of the show. Like it did today. I'm surprised they allowed to come back up. But every time I go live, 10 minutes. I ain't said nothing.
I don't think the people who shall not be named, I don't think the people who shall not be named, I don't think they knew that TikTok was going to be so dangerous. But
I don't think they did either.
Because it really, I mean, people was going hard on TikTok for the last 2 years.
They were. I wouldn't know that on that they were. I was seeing things I knew you never see on fucking YouTube, you know, on any other platform. But they start, but they already told that Jay already told that Chinese cat, you better lock that shit down. You better lock it down now. You better get your motherfucking mind right. Yes, sir. Okay.
So the trick they doing on social media, they giving the white folks a ration. They let white folks be racist towards us, and that's good enough for white people. I think that's good enough. The world coming to an end. As long as they can still be calling us stuff online and be racist. It's because I'm watching TikTok. It's like, man, that's the satisfied stuff in life. They can be living in a bucket of shit. As long as they can be calling us all kinds of names and be racist towards us.
Damn right.
They seem like they're happy, and I think that's what's going to destroy them.
They are happy about that. I mean, you think they're happy, they are happy. That's that broke shit.
You know?
You think that they're happy as a pig in a blanket. That's right. Yeah, that blinds everything about you. You got that right. Yeah, that shit.
Yeah, that's all I call it, say, man. It's old Barack Obama, man. You know, he promoted a woman that's the thing. I just want black people to understand it. This man is out there promoting a woman who's done nothing but damage to us.
Yep.
And he's up there promoting her.
Yeah, but he could. Look, they can't. They can't. Barack Obama hates black people. So like he hated black people. They're around black people. So that's normal. Well, I mean, what?
I don't even know if that man be so his father his real daddy, man.
No, that ain't his dad. I've been told y'all no. That's not. That kidney guy's not his dad. There's no resentment. I think he's breaking off shit. There's no resemblance between him and that dude.
Man, Keith, I saw some shit, man.
What's that?
A video. It was some type of political thing, man. I thought about what you said about how these motherfuckers are anything. But this gonna give them something else whenever you do it again. Like,
Go ahead, what is it?
how you say that motherfuckers be shape-shifting.
Yeah.
They showed the motherfucker in a political party went from a man to went from a woman to a man. It was weird. I can't even explain it. The motherfucker he heard the woman, and then he kind of like when he broke up from him, he kind of turned back around like a man or something. It was crazy. I'm like, man, is this real? But no, I'm like, because I know you say that your camera or something catches them.
Yeah, the camera can catch the frequency, so you can tell. You can't see it with your normal eye, but the camera can catch it.
Yeah, I swear, man, Keith, that ain't the original life, man. That's not the original life.
No, I said that. No, that ain't the original Biden is dead. No, that's not the original Biden. And then also had another one that was 6 feet taller than the other one. We got so that's not the original Biden. Hell no, that's not him.
Yeah. Okay, then when you get through, I'm gonna go watch those girls you was talking about. Calling the people out. That's good, but what's the calling is a man making the sound. I saw a couple of videos when you told me about it.
Yeah, man, that thing flopping out right there. So that gets on TikTok, that thing flopping, and you're like, oh man. Shit. And a lot of these motherfuckers we believe are women or men. It is crazy. We been completely blind.
Obama don't even like women.
Hell no. Hell no.
You can't find him with no black people.
No.
Before Michelle.
No. They know when he about to have run for office, that's why they put them two together. That shit's all pick and pony. He's a white men his whole life. And white women for cover. And so we know they gave a press conference about the white men who was sucking his dick while he was smoking crack. So he admitted his own book he used to smoke crack. But I gave it up. Nah, he never gave that shit up. This motherfucker's a president.
California. One of the brothers from California, when I was locked up, Obama got elected when I was locked up. All right. I was so happy. He said what you just said right there. He said Obama, like men, and he said Obama ain't never been around no black people. He ain't gonna do nothing for us. He about ready to fight that nigga in jail. Damn. I'm ready to get some more time.
What? I don't see what? You was wow.
Man, I thought Obama was trying to free us.
You like my damn mama. Like, oh man. I said, Mom got mad at me. I said, come on, Mom. God damn. Yeah.
Well, we gotta make the I wrote him a letter actually get me out of jail.
Wow. I can't even believe it, Chief. You done fall down. Shit.
Everybody was, man. We were celebrating in jail. We were like, oh man, this happened. That dude said that I ain't speak to that dude, man, for probably another 6 months.
Yeah, damn.
He called it the Lion Hawaiian. That's what he called. I was mad as hell. He's like, oh, Lion. He said, Chief, you watching the old Lion Hawaiian, right? I told him, man, I said, get the fuck out my face.
I love the Lion Hawaiian.
The nickname he called Lion Hawaiian. He's from California, man. He's from California. I'll never forget, man. He's from Inglewood. And he said, man, y'all really believe it. He always say, y'all really believe the dude gonna do something. He said, man, that dude, he said, that's the biggest scam ever. They just pulled off.
It is. It's a scam because you know they were losing Africa because they needed motherfucking African and African American because they knew they ain't did shit when people were waking up. You know, the Democratic Party and doing shit that to put you back on the reservation. A lot of people they just wasn't smart enough. They got caught up in all the emotion. My mom used to argue with me. I said, hey, Mom, this dude he pops out of nowhere.
You was right when you said when them black women and black men saw that his wife was Michelle, that's what got me.
Yeah.
Michelle, when we saw Michelle,
that's
what tricked him. You know about that.
Yeah. I said, when you see Michelle, that was it. Oh, we got a dark skinned sister. Not no light, bright like white, not like that Tariq, not that mixed shit. You got a real black woman. So they believe you have a real black woman, not knowing that Michelle wasn't shit either. But if you got a real black woman, that means you kill my black folks around here. The same thing my mama said. I said, Mom, we don't know this nigga. Came from nowhere. I don't know. And I didn't know that chick was a man or not. I said, we don't know this nigga.
I know. Came out of nowhere. He just knocking out the sky on us.
That's what I said. That's what I told my mother. I probably couldn't tell you nothing either. But my mom was like, hey, we give him a try. Why you always gotta be trying to go against some shit? Just give him a try. Why you always gotta just give him a try? I said, Mom, look at his cabinet. I said, okay, I'm talking shit before he put his cabinet together. His cabinet, and Joe Biden's a goddamn old racist, and his cabinet's all these Rothschilds and Rockefeller bankers. Keith, you still don't know. What?
Rockefeller your ass. He probably told you like my mama. Rockefeller your ass out my face.
I'm like, man, you're right. You're right. I couldn't tell my wife nothing. I was in America then, so she voted for him. I couldn't try to tell her. I said, baby, this is phony. They know black people been dying, and what they get, the old boo coon, Oprah Winfrey. Remember, she never came, she was hard in the paint for Obama. And so people still liked her no good ass back then. Oh, look at Oprah. Obama's the greatest thing I've ever been for a political. I said, man, the fix is in for this shit. You can clearly see what they doing. This is some bullshit. I said, I'm talking about brother. I said, yeah, he gonna win. He's my brother. You think he win? Man, look what they doing. It's hard to fix is set in. Look, they got Oprah no good ass out there. Barack Obama's the greatest thing and blah, blah, blah. I said, man, yeah, he gonna win. They gotta go get some old senile cracker too. John McCain. You know the hell he was even coming up going that crazy ass. What was his vice president name? That crazy broad from Alaska. That crazy motherfucker. Palin. Sarah Palin. Talking crazy. You know what? She's worse than them. She was dumber than Kamala Harris. I be believing that people jump out of cars, and when they jump out of the car, they get their toast up and a beer eat their butt. What?
She's sucking all the black dick out. She's sucking all the black gun rights that plays for Michigan. She's sucking all the black dick out.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Damn.
Oh, yeah, do research on her. She ain't fucking nothing with black dudes at all.
Damn, I didn't know that. I know she was dumb as shit. I said the fix is in. They can say they're making it palpable for these crackers to vote for this black dude. And I go, this nigga was crazy, this motherfucker said. This motherfucker's crazy. That Palin was partially retarded. She made Kamala Harris look like a genius. She was so bad.
Yeah.
That motherfucker was crazy. I said, Mom, look at this. The fix is in. You can't tell me this is the only candidate they can buy for this black guy. Come on. They want him in there, man. This is baloney. Look at this crazy white. They gonna pick this crazy white woman. This motherfucker crazy. For real. They gonna pick this crazy woman.
She talked all funny and shit.
Yeah, she talked funny and was talking crazy. I wasn't talking about that part. The daughters fucking, but how crazy this motherfucker was crazy for real. That motherfucker had on 60 Minutes. And people was laughing. She's talking crazy. She didn't know where some countries was even at. I don't know about the countries and what. This motherfucker, I said, listen, Mom, this is what they put up there on purpose to get this nigga across the finish line. Listen. This is a stage, man. You can't tell this stage. We never see a motherfucker this crazy, ever, being put up as a candidate. Never.
It's like George Bush Jr. George Bush Jr. Is vice president.
Cheney?
No. The first George Bush Sr. His vice president.
Oh, to a Quill. Dang, Quill crazy ass.
Yeah, he couldn't spell potato. He
couldn't spell potato, but he still wasn't as crazy as no motherfucking Palin. He can spell potato, but at least he can talk at Palin. He like, this motherfucker like grew up in a closet. This motherfucker didn't know nothing about nothing.
Nothing.
This shit was crazy.
And running Alaska.
Yeah, and was governor of Alaska. Crazy as cat shit. But when that shit was over, they put that bitch went into obscurity. You ain't heard nothing from that broad in 16 years.
Is she still a governor?
Nah, I don't know what she doing. She out there fucking fighting moose.
Hey, did you see her run on Roland Martin from Chicago?
Nah, what happened?
Oh, you didn't see it?
What happened? I don't watch Baltimore. What happened?
Oh, this dude, he Roland Martin, he get online and call everybody stupid. Dude from Chicago, I forgot his name, but he ran from there. He sometimes in the political game.
All right.
Yeah, he ran, Roland been called him stupid for a few weeks because he said that Kamala ain't doing nothing for black people. He said that Kamala $25,000 housing grant is going to do better than illegal.
Yeah, and it's nothing. Yeah, you can't get what's $25,000 gonna get you because the place is too high. You can't buy no house with that shit.
But it goes to first generation. So they say if your mother or father own a home, you can't get the $25,000.
What the fuck kind of thing? What are we talking about then?
It's for immigrants. That's what it's for.
This is a scam. Wow, I ain't even heard that shit. They can't even. Listen, man, black people not that. They're not voting for this lady, man. It's all made. They're not voting for this lady. There's nothing there at all. You can't say you might have the fucking fake bootleg. That's not enough for them. The goddamn college motherfuckers, hey, with that big black shit. It's not enough.
The black woman always saving the motherfucker. The black woman at the political parties at the DNC thing saved Roland ass. He walked up on Roland like, Roland was around, he wrote to him, but he didn't think. He said, no, we ain't gonna do it. He tried to get the Roland. The black woman, security.
Oh man, what's that? Is that shit on video?
Yeah.
What's the name of that shit? You see on YouTube or TikTok?
I forgot this nigga name. So I know people in the chat that seen it, I'm sure.
You got it was on YouTube or TikTok? Which one?
Yeah, either one. But try YouTube. But yeah. But I don't fall back. Yeah, just check it out. Roland get ran up on. Like, we type something in like that. Roland gets into a fight.
Let's see, Roland gets. Let's see. Okay.
All
right, Richie. Roland Martin gets ran up on in Chicago.
Roland Martin gets ran up on in Chicago.
What's this say? Let me see. 5 days ago. Let me check it both of them. Okay.
Do you want to crack the code to YouTube success? Don't worry, sir. I bet see.
Let me see this hit. I don't know, guys.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the.
What's up, y'all? Gerald here, creator of Gospel Chops and your host for this YouTube channel, back with another video. Now, y'all, it is official. The DNC in Chicago has officially begun. The protesters are in place. And the hot dog stands where you can get a free abortion and a free vasectomy, y'all are in place. The bricks have been dropped off at various locations in downtown. The businesses have boarded up their windows, and y'all is about to get crunked in the city of Chicago. But despite the thousands of protesters who are expected to show up this week, seems like the blackity blacks want to steal the show. Yeah, you got the old school blacks, the bootleg blacks who are used to riding the Democrat gravy train.
Exactly, bootleg.
They are positioned against the new school blacks, the new age blacks, the young folk who grew up with the internet, who grew up with iPhones, who think differently.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the.
What's up, y'all? Gerald here, creator of Gospel Chops and your host for this YouTube channel, back with another video. Now, y'all, it is official. The DNC in Chicago has officially begun. The protesters are in place. And the hot dog stands where you can get a free abortion and a free vasectomy, y'all, they in place. The bricks have been dropped off at various locations in downtown. The businesses have boarded up their windows, and y'all, it's about to get crunk in the city of Chicago. But despite the thousands of protesters who are expected to show up this week, seems like the blackity blacks want to steal the show. Yeah, you got the old school blacks, the boule blacks who are used to riding the Democrat gravy train. They are positioned against the new school blacks, the new age blacks, the young folk who grew up with the internet, who grew up with iPhones, who think differently, who have a different approach to politics. And it seems like these two groups are at odds. They got folks who've been getting paid for generations to guide black folks down that path to democratic loyalty. Versus the young folks who saying, nah, we ain't our grandparents, bro. You ain't gonna get our vote for nothing. Yeah, our ancestors died for the right for us to vote, but they also died for the right for us to withhold our vote, if we so choose. The young voices are speaking out. And the black boule can't stand it because their gravy train has just been derailed. Exhibit A, influencer J. Moore Green out of Chicago. He posted up recently about Roland Martin, the old school, old head, Divine Nine, Democrat shill, Roland Martin, yes. He posted up recently and said, we will not tolerate these black Democrat sellout fools like Roland Martin to disrespect all of the young voices who speak the truth! Exclamation. Roland can play that BS with the seniors who watch his show, but the young generation ain't gonna keep being disrespected. Wow. Yeah. He continues. Why are you coming to my page calling me dumb and idiot? And then when I approach you, you run. See, when these young voices speak out, seems like the old heads want to chime in. Why? Because they're trying to protect what they've built over the generations, y'all. They've been living good in the house. And it seems like there's a new generation rising up in the field. And these old folks feel like the young folks are a threat to the crumbs they've been getting off the table of Democrats for years. So this young man makes a post on his X page. Roland Martin decides to come around there and call him dumb. And this brother from Chicago, he said, bro, what you doing around here? In my space, talking crazy. Oh, you think it's internet beef? When I see you, it's up.
Yesterday, you tweeted about it. They tweeted, they called me dumb yesterday. First off, they called me dumb. Say what you got to say right now. Look at this dude. Wait till you see the.
You might say, Uncle Tom, come and I roll along, get you fucked up.
It's making people rich. If you've been in a car accident in the past few years,
If I was American and they said, hey, Chicago, New York, and these sanctuary cities is going to give you immediate resources like this, I would be on the way too. So it's not about them. It's about leadership and the priorities of us. Because we elected you. We supported you. I ain't support Brandon Johnson, y'all know that. But some of y'all did. But the reality is that y'all supported these leaders. These leaders are supposed to be working for you. Those folks didn't go. Those folks don't pay taxes. Those folks ain't have ancestors here. Those folks ain't never been to America. You elected these people. You pay taxes. You pay property taxes. You pay income taxes. You elected these politicians to work for you and your children. And the fact that they will leave you to starve. They will leave you to starve even if you're a veteran. They won't care if your children is running these streets because they ain't got nowhere to go. They don't care if you are out there and sleeping in cardboard. Ain't no team gonna come and ask you if you want to go come to a shelter and give you 6 months of free rent. But yet they can do that for very people who are not citizens. Should get slapped in the face of all of the folks who pour into this country each and every day.
And then tell you to vote for damn Kamala Harris and Barack Obama come out there with that folksy ass bullshit all the time. What we doing about Trump? Trump this and Trump. Trump hasn't been president for 4 years, moron. This is your record. This is your Democratic record. You can't run on it because it's been disrespectful to black people overwhelmingly. What they're talking about Chicago. These people come in, they get food, they get housing, or we get shitted on. And you get the black boule handkerchief head Negroes constantly talking this nonsense to us when they should be shutting their mouth. It's not going to work anymore. That jig is up. This election, that jig is up. It just is.
Now, that's not a Republican stance. That's not a Make America Great Again stance. That's not a Donald Trump stance. That is a common sense American stance.
Exactly. It's not about supporting no Donald Trump, because this is honest. You know the Democratic Party so far has completely dissolved in the bullshit of black people. So you got no choice to be an independent, but to be an independent and see what they're offering. And Donald Trump was not offering them, but what he is offering, I'm with it. I'm with it. If I decide to vote this year, it will be for Trump. I'm not telling you what to do. Mostly down ticket, of course, to be Democrats. If it's down ticket as far as my local elections, of course. But the National Democratic Party is done. It's evil. It's wicked. When I say it's evil, I mean it's evil. Evil personified. Not that it's just gone off the rails. It's evil. It promotes evil. It's an evil institution. It's non-democratic. Okay? Pro-abortion. Not pro-choice. It's pro-war. Pro-censorship. Pro-lockdown. Where the fuck does it represent me in any of these damn ideologies? It doesn't. It doesn't. And it was trying to set itself up with these illegal aliens to replace black people. That's a fact. Don't nobody gaslight you. Everything's a conspiracy theory when it's right in front of your face.
Now, we don't advocate violence on this channel unless, of course, it is in self-defense and is covered by your Second Amendment right.
Got it?
But this man walked up, he saw Roland Martin, pulled up on him and said, yo, bro, I'm going to test you and see if you got that same energy when you look me in my eye. Do you got that same energy that you had when you was sitting behind your keyboard, doing all that typing? Calling me dumb, calling me an idiot, saying that my opinions were irrelevant and irrational. You still got that same energy when you gotta stare me in my face, bro? Hell, y'all can see by the thumbnail. Seemed like Roland didn't have that same energy. Seemed like things was all of a sudden different. Well, let me just tell you, these young folks is different, bro. They built different. Some of the things you respect, they don't. Some of the things you honor, they don't. Their opinions are different because they were raised different. Their education is different. And you gotta respect that or be subject to.
It seems like black voters are offended by everything except the conditions in which their reality is set. So while we might be offended that a rich white man is questioning the nationality of a quote-unquote black woman, that black woman does not claim to be black outside of campaign season.
Exactly.
So we saw her be black as she was vying to be VP. The hot sauce on the pork chops, the marching with the band, all of a sudden she's paying attention to her AKA sorority sisters, but then once sworn in office, you didn't see the acknowledgement of her sorority or her HBCU. She didn't wear pink, she didn't wear green, she didn't wear anything HU. She also did not acknowledge the black community while in office. We saw bills signed for Asians. We saw bills passed for migrants, which primarily...
Exactly. And also remember, she wanted to give the Freedman Bank over to the immigrants. The Black Freedman Bank was supposed to be for everybody, she said, not for black people, not to help us. We're the ones that built it. Specifically because we under Jim Crow and get locked out of everything. She wanted to give that back to her Asian friends and everybody else that's non-black. But none of these bootleg handkerchief head bastards, that's gonna be the show tomorrow. None of these bootleg handkerchief head bastards want to talk about that. Now, I'm gonna wrap this up right after this. I've been on over 3 hours. Shit, my ass off here.
Affect the Hispanic community.
Yeah,
We saw bills passed for literally everyone but black people. So for her, additionally, last thing, after she took that oath of office, she went on record to say that she was the first South Asian vice president.
Exactly.
At no point in time did she promote her blackness. At no point in time did she acknowledge her blackness. At no point in time did she mark.
Now, when she said she was South Asian, I said that 2 weeks ago, because my voice has been messed up. Last back, hell, I hate when I'm away. Shit, I don't like taking these days off on the weekend. Now, but when I said that 2 weeks ago, TikTok said I was doing misinformation. She said she was the first Asian president, vice president. She said about being no black woman. It's always this in and out of this cosplay shit with this lady. So, these are black women. They know what's going on. It's not going to work. You come to the end of the road with this fake foolishness of trying to gaslight black people, shame, and you can't keep bringing these bootleg Negroes out to us. It's not going to work. That's tomorrow's show. I'm going to do 2 shows tomorrow then. I have to do 2 shows.
Herself as a black woman. And that was when she was Attorney General, that's back when she was DA, that's all the way until she was Senator, and of course as Vice President. So the fact that, again, she's using this black card during the election season just so black people will turn out to vote for her, and then she will, if she were to win, she would be in office and then fail those same black people who did everything in their power to get her in. I think that's disgusting, I think that's unfair, and I think that that's why I personally reached out to the Trump campaign and asked if I could speak, because I'm like, you guys might be offended when he says it, but what are you going to do when I say it? Because at the end of the day, I am a black woman, I've lived a black life, and therefore, I pay attention to politics. So I was actually excited for her when she ran for president the first time. Just the fact that she was in the race, I was like, okay, HBCUs, do your thing. But she never acknowledged said HBCUs. And the first 100 days of the administration, they cut funding to HBCUs. She did nothing to support the very people that she's now leaning on to win this election. And I wish that those same people would understand that if they were to support her in this election, and she does win, we will see nothing but a repeat of the last administration in which black people, the same people that everybody touts when it's time to get elected, will also be the ones that are the first to be forgotten about because they're sworn in.
If you're not making $158,000 per year, but you'd like to,
So what are we to do, y'all, with these young voices with all...
Let me get up with this. Let me find one more video I want to find. Hold on, give me a second. One more I want to find, guys. Give me a second. I'm going to end this. I know I've been on here 3.5 hours. Shit. I'll be missing my time when I'm off these damn weeks. I'm back for good. I hate when I got to miss this time because my voice be all messed up. Give us one time, guys. Let me get off of here real quick. We find this one video real quick. 1 second, so I can find it, guys. 1 minute. Generate tell the truth. Guys, be patient. I've been on 3.5 hours.
Right, for so long, even.
No, 1 second. I want to share this one too. Before I get out of here, let me do this one too.
But mixed race, brown lineage in Jamaica. Watch this.
My husband is Jamaican, much browner than me, not black, but pretty brown. And my cousin asked me, can we drive to the parts where all the black people live? Said in such a way that, meaning not him, black people, like this other African American thing, of which, as a Jamaican, he felt a part. And that's the West Indian attitude, right?
You heard right there one major difference between being black in America and black in Jamaica. First off, he's not black, he's brown. So in Jamaica, Giselle would be of the brown race, and her husband, Jamal, would be of the black race. But they're in America, so they're all black.
And the Royal Bank of Canada in 1869 reserved clerical positions for whites and near whites. Blacks were relegated to menial jobs.
This is Kamala Harris's paternal great-grandfather. And as you just heard in that clip, mixed-race people like himself were not considered black in Jamaica at all and had access to better jobs.
The shock of racism to a West Indian, like my mother, is profoundly different than the shock of racism to an African American who was born and raised here. In one case, it is the repeated, body blows where you never escape this kind of. And in the other case, in the West Indian, it's this shock at something that you would never have. It always begins with, "What on earth are you calling me black for? I'm not black." The fact that she is acutely aware that in Jamaica, the same kind of racist standard that was being held against her in England worked to her benefit. The brown-skinned person got all of the advantages and held their brownness over the blackness of people further down the scale. So she was honest and wise enough to understand that she had no standing to get up and cry racism or to point the finger at someone else's bigotry.
So, just to be clear, like Kamala Harris said, she is black. But is she black like me? Like a black American? Like, does she share my history? Heck no. I wouldn't say she's cosplaying as a black American, but she's definitely not telling the whole story of what it means to come from a mixed race, brown lineage in Jamaica. Watch this.
Her husband is Jamaican.
Alright, let's let me drop out one more, guys. Give me a second. He's trying to find this. I'm gonna wrap this up. 3.5 damn hours. Oh, this is one-on-one show. It'll probably take me too long. Probably gonna take me too long to find out. Just play it tomorrow, shit. Yeah, let me wrap it up. It'll take me too long to find that shit. So, now I've been on 3.5 hours. So, family, let me wrap this thing up. Wrap this thing up. Say much love to everybody. Tell everybody on the TV. Shout out to everybody on TikTok. I was on TikTok channel. Shout out to everybody who's on YouTube. Everybody was on Bedbook. Everybody was on Twitter/X. Everybody was on Rumble. Everybody was on BitChute. Everybody was on the Roku channel. Everybody was on the Android TV channel. Everybody on the Amazon TV channel. Everybody on the Apple TV channel. We out. Everybody on the radio station. Woo! Black, hot, bad. Same black time tomorrow, y'all. Woo! We out. Black, hot, bad. We out. Everybody, peace. We out. Woo! Black, hot, riot. Black, hot, riot. We out, we out, we out. Black, hot, riot. Black, hot, riot. Much love, family. We out. Everybody have a good night. See about 2 times tomorrow. And all these goddamn streams. Had 1,000 damn streams up. Peace.